Hello and
Hello.
welcome. We're looking a little different today.
Yes, we look like one of the color palettes when you plug a Game Boy classic Game Boy game into a Game Boy Color.
Yeah, a little
And
bit.
you can press the directional buttons to get like a different color palette.
Yeah, this one's kind of like a ice cream shop-y. Uh,
Yeah.
Today, and my darling webcam, I may have to adjust it just a little bit so it can see my eyes a little more routinely. The game we are going to play today is a game, as you can, well, you can't actually, I'm not showing it yet. It's by A.P. Thompson. It's called Titanium Court, and I'm not going to describe it to you because it's kind of, well, either you know it and you know what the game is already, or you don't, and I think it would be better to let the game speak for itself. But I did. What's that?
I saw screenshots of it, and they did nothing to elaborate on how this game plays.
Oh no. Um, so I guess for a little background on tonight's stream, this is from AP Thompson. There is a witheringly small but not impossible likelihood that you are familiar with them from having made the game Fortune 499 in 2018, which, despite my earlier calling this AP Thompson's most tetrachromatic game, that is a game that also has a similar color scheme, let's say. But more recently than that, they were a co-developer. I'm assuming I am saying they. I actually did not check I did not check pronouns. I apologize in advance. I apologize retroactively, I suppose. But they did co-develop Consume Me, which came out last year, which is the sort of warrior aware about going through high school suffering broadly, I would describe it as. And then also
A
playtested a bunch of fun stuff that came out later last year. Like they did playtesting on I think Baby Steps and what was that? Ball X Pit, I think.
Oh, okay.
So a busy 2025 and onward for AP Thompson. This game though, I got introduced to. Same here, other one, dude. I own that game, but haven't made time for it yet. I got introduced to this though by a other streamer. Why'd Automod block F499? Oh, I see. I'm not going to elaborate why. I can make an educated guess though.
Oh yeah, I think I can see why, but like that's a stretch.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say is oh my goodness, where is my head train at? I forgot what I was talking about. I got too
You got
distracted by
turned on to this
Automod.
game by a streamer.
Oh, I was watching James7T played this, the demo for this a few months ago when it came out originally, and I was very enamored by it. And didn't actually end up playing the demo myself and decided to just wait until it came out, and it finally came out. Hello, Latte Twitch. That's a good way to see if you might vibe with it. I don't think this is not going to be an exhaustive playthrough, I don't think. And I'm probably not going to do more than this one. But I did want to give it a go for a couple hours and see how well we do.
Yeah, I also don't own the game, so I'm watching another person play it to see if I want to play it myself.
However,
It's just that I can directly talk to the person that I'm watching play it.
that's right. And your punishment is that you're going to have to help me do live reading. Anyway,
All right.
behold the rest of the stream layout. I really pulled out all the stops for this, by which I mean my behind the scenes for this is that as I mention in the description, I use a Exceldra shader filter for OBS to get some interesting new effects. And one of the ones they have on there is a Game Boy camera filter that is conveniently pre-configured to condense everything down to 4 colors with an adjustable level of dithering. meaning it is in fact very easy to brute force my entire layout to match the aesthetic of the game I'm playing,
Neat.
in this instance at least. So, we're gonna do a new game. See how it goes. A man steps on stage and taps a microphone. Good evening. Before we begin the game, there are a few announcements. First, due to unexpected circumstances, the part of the player will be performed by an understudy. A couple of audible groans and one muffled boo erupt from the audience. Ben, could you give me a boo?
Boo!
Thank you. Now, there's no need for that.
Word.
This kid may not be a star yet, but I've seen her rehearse, and I can guarantee that she'll impress you. She may not have had time to memorize any of her lines, but, well, neither have any of you. The audience laughs.
Ha 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 ha.
Perfect. Suitably Mandarkish. Second, we'd like to warn you that this production features a significant amount of obscenity. But before old parents in the audience begin covering their children's ears, know this. This stage is enchanted, such that the obscenities can only be heard by those of sufficient emotional maturity to handle hearing them. And finally, the writing room would like to issue an apology for failing to complete the script before this performance. They are working on it as I speak, so it is my pleasure to announce that tonight's performance is also a race. Who will win? The writers furiously working to finish a script, or the performers attempting to perform it? I can't answer that question, but I can announce that the race begins now. We hope you enjoy the game. Where should you start? You were walking through the woods. There's no one around, and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him. When the world around you shattered. This was both alarming and inconvenient. Isolated on a lone stretch of ground, you were transfixed as the broken landscape began to rearrange itself.
Rearrange the landscape.
I did it. I matched 3. Your eyes followed trees and hills, with little emoji markations, collapsing in lines of 3, as if the forest you knew were not becoming carefully untangled. You dare not move from your position as the ground beneath your feet quivered in anticipation of shattering further. You pass the time this way for who knows how long. Let's see, let's move, how about this one? And this one. And this one. Until the court slid into view. At first, you weren't sure you could trust your eyes. But there it was, a great shining structure among the roiling landscape even. Something stable and enclosed. A shelter. You kept your eyes on it, hoping it would draw close enough that you might peer inside its windows.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't mean to do all that.
Damn!
Surprisingly, the court appeared to be able to move freely through the broken landscape, disregarding lines of 3 as it approached your position.
The wheat. Oh,
right. I can just move freely. And just as it came near, the shattered landscape lurched. With little warning, the forest snapped back together as if someone had pulled the knot of reality tight once again. Except, by now, it wasn't the forest you knew. It was hardly even a forest. You stood, stretched, and began the hike towards the court. Later, while the sun hovered low over the horizon, there was a feast within the walls of the court. Hoping to avoid any attention, you sought out a more isolated part of the hall. An empty table, near an exit, where no one would pay you much mind. Let me... Okay, the music is coming in, but it's a little quiet. Can I change that real quick? Let me bump it up just a little bit. I set it there because I don't want the highs to get crushed too much, but also, I'll just have it match the sound effects. There we go. You should be able to hear that all a little better now.
It's coming through.
A sound plan, except the hall was soon overflowing with people, and your table was no exception. The young man seated to your right began engaging you in idle conversation. The weather, how you found the meal, the role of the individual in a society, how you preferred to make your bed, those sorts of subjects. Eventually, he inquired about how you came to arrive at the court. Which answers my question quite thoroughly while raising many more, he says as you conclude your tale. But forgive me, you haven't actually finished your story, have you? You admit there is a bit more, though you have yet to make sense of it. The people within the court were earnest but odd. After your arrival, you attempted to get some answers about your whereabouts and the strange circumstances outside, except they spoke mostly in riddles and nonsense, didn't they? They did. Let's find out where you are. A man resting in the shade of the wall. We'll talk to him. Said the man.
Well, pal, before you ask me any more questions, you gotta know my deal. My deal is that I can only answer questions you haven't asked. So as to where we are, no can do, sorry, can't tell ya. But what are we doing? Oh man, we're in a court of fairies on a quest to find our missing queen.
He looked to both sides, then said,
So let me know if you see her, just don't ask me where she is.
Next, you... Hold on, are you seriously going to tell me about every individual conversation you had in excruciating detail? Obviously.
Yes.
Yes, you are, because if he lets you proceed uninterrupted, he'll learn that many of these people played a part in what happened next. Fine, fine. Let's talk to someone else. A woman in a helmet. Doing her taxes? Question mark? At a picnic table. Said the woman.
I would love to tell you where we are, friend, but I haven't even figured out where we aren't.
She gestured at a stack of maps on the table behind her.
We're not in any of those places. Or at least we weren't. Who knows if that's true now that the tide has come in?
You attempted another tactic, hoping to glean some information. Perhaps she could at least tell you the name of this place.
Oh, we just call it the court. Its full name is the Court of... I forget. Something like the Court of Aluminum, but it starts with a T.
Now, Ben, I am going to need you to correct yourselves. That is the British spellings, and we are going to have to call that aluminium.
Something like the Court of Aluminium, but it starts with a T?
Perhaps some kind of, I don't know, like metal court.
Tungsten.
Yeah, the tungsten court, definitely.
Or tin.
Hey, Ben, give yourself a dodgeball if you...
It's my turn to do the dodgeball.
Oh, right, we don't actually have that soundboard anymore. Bonk yourself, I guess. Give us a... Yeah! Celebratory bonking.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm new here and I'm bad with names, but at least I can give you mine. I'm Robin.
She held out her hand, which you shook as you introduced yourself.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I should try to sort this out before the tide settles in again.
A pair in front of a blackboard discussing magic.
The Gathering.
I believe they have opposite colored text, so I'll let you tell me whether you want to do pink voice or blue voice.
I'll do blue.
All right. There appeared to be a seminar of some sort taking place in the courtyard. A seminar on magic, if you understood the text on the blackboard correctly. So, okay. First you take a metaphor and then you stretch it really thin, right?
Right?
Like really thin. So thin you forget its original purpose. Then you inflate it.
Right. Just inflate the metaphor.
I prefer to use my lungs for that. Then, as it's inflating, you twist it, like, hang on, like so. You still following?
I think so.
And hold on. Ta-da! There. It now resembles a dog. A delight for children and such.
Ah, okay. So, what happened to the metaphor?
It's a lovely little balloon dog now.
I see.
They seemed a bit busy, so you left them to it. A small cat bathing in the sun atop the walls. Said a small cat. I will let you
Ah,
voice your
your
internal
quest.
monologue as well.
All right. Ah, your questions are numerous but inconsequential, for they overlook the current crisis. What crisis? Why, the crisis whereby my dinner is late. It is so late, in fact, that I'm not certain the concept of dinner isn't something I invented in a fugue of hunger. Meow. All other societal issues are mere trivialities in comparison to my plight.
Biblically accurate cat internal monologue.
Please, stranger, might you fill my bowl, thus ending this ravenous standoff?
A woman behind you laughed. Oh, don't listen to him. He's been fed twice today already. What did the outside of the court look like from atop the walls? Finding no immediate answers inside the court, you moved to the top of the walls and looked outward. Perhaps there was something you could see from this vantage that would shed more light on your situation. Hi, Wony Wasp.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a great question. I know the answer to that, but it's a little boring to just say it, so I'm just going to let you figure it out as you watch. To the contrary, conditions outside the walls were even stranger than they were at the time of your arrival. The rest of the shattered landscape had now melted away. The court stood alone amid a void. But not for long. Like a rush of water, new surroundings began to surround. Much of the new topography was familiar to you. You could identify fields, water, woods, and hills. But there was something else to see. A menacing group of other courts were also part of the landscape. You were not alone in noticing these courts. Someone shouted,
The war! The war! The war is here!
Someone else, that can't be! Puck said no wars until we find the queen!
And then perhaps we should explain that to them!
I love the mixed use of both using a proper noun and then emojifying it, using the emoji by itself in place of the noun, and then using the emoji to modify a different word. Very,
really
very Super Mario, like recent Super Mario game style. Surrounded by the enemy on all sides and bereft of an obvious course of action, the people of the court began to pray. A man stepped forward and offered the first prayer.
I genuinely wish no harm upon our enemy. I merely pray they would fade into obscurity. Wow, I didn't expect that to work, but thanks.
The woman named Robin offered the next prayer.
My notes are quite clear on this. Prayer does not work. Our time is much better spent steering the court. Remember, their soldiers cannot cross water. We should try to take shelter behind a moat until the tide comes in. There. Now that river protects us from nearly half the field. Hills should also slow their advance, so for my next prayer...
But the next prayer did not belong to Robin. The next prayer belonged to the cat.
So long as we are making demands of God, then my wish, as ever, is to be fed.
You got it, homeboy.
Psst. Hey! You probably didn't notice. Something just happened over here. What happened is, by matching fields, the court has acquired more food. Similarly, other parts of the battlefield can be matched to earn water, wood, or rocks, which is what I think those are, because the water comes from the water. That kind of looks like a log, and there's forests, and then the hills are that color, and I guess they would be rocks. None of those fairies in the court will tell you this. Their religion forbids them from acknowledging the existence of the user interface. But I am a secular tooltip. I fear no god. I will do my best to provide you with this vital information. You're welcome.
Yes, more of that, please.
You got it. Sure thing. Robin then bemoaned the loss of the moat.
And we face even more of the enemy than before. Why do I bother?
The scholars at the blackboard now chimed in. You're blue.
Oh, we've identified the most strategically sound location.
This spot right here. Up here, I suppose. If that's you.
If we just steer over there carefully, we should be fine.
Sitting pretty. But Robin interjected.
Stop! Look at the clock. It's almost low tide. We have time left for only one more move.
Hello again. So the clock and time left Robin alludes to is, in fact, this unassuming progress bar at the edge of your vision. I'm only just realizing now, even though I've seen this bit before, it's actually a funny joke that she makes allusion to the user interface because she's the most vocally anti-theist of the group.
Oh, that's funny.
So the clock and time left is this unassuming progress bar at the edge of your vision. I think I might have already said that. Much like life, every move you make will deplete some of your remaining time. If we have only one prayer left, what do you suggest we ask for?
You might as well pray for a miracle.
Yeah.
Well, that's a start.
Apologies, but another explanation from me, your humble tooltip, is in order. The previous move chained multiple matches together. Because of this, you have earned some bonus time. For the fairies of the court, this might as well be a miracle.
Is there any chance we could do that again, whatever that was?
But there was no such chance. The next prayer would be the last one. Incidentally, the next prayer also belonged to you. Unsure of what any of this really meant, you imitated the people around you and made a pointless decision. What do we want to do? None of it will save us. But...
You can get 4 trees if you move the rock in the tree there.
The battlefield snapped together as the court snapped to attention.
Places, everyone!
Windows were shuttered, doors were slammed, throngs of people emerged from inside and formed a line near the gates. A tap on your shoulder, one of the scholars. We could use some help in the dressing room if you have a free hand. Along with the scholars, introduced to you as Hop and Skip, you sorted through a large pile of costumes, props, and weapons. Check the tag on that, would you? Make sure I put it together properly. So we have 7 foods, 7 waters, 4 logs, and 1 rock. Well, you can hold to find out. So, farmer, working fairy, gathers food from fields.
Looks correct. Feel free to hand it out. You handed a bundle of farmer's apparel to the first person in line. Unperturbed by the idea of harvesting wheat in the middle of a battle, they whistled as they marched out the front gate. Now do it again and deploy another farmer.
Now see if this fits anybody.
A soldier, an offensive fairy, it attacks the enemy. You handed a bundle of armor and weapons to the next person in line. She tested the weight of a weapon in her hand.
I haven't received any training, so I'm just planning to hit anything that doesn't belong to us.
After this minimal preparation, the scholars considered their work finished.
I'd place our chances of survival somewhere near abysmal, but I'm afraid this is the best we can do.
A small mercy, at least, that the queen isn't here to witness this. And so, you waited with the others for the battle to commence. Hello. I must pester you one more time before I take my leave. Observe! This is the undo button. Use it to change your mind as many times as you wish before starting the battle. However, the official editorial position of this tooltip is that you are liable to lose no matter how many times you change your mind presently. When you are ready to lose, use the play button to proceed to the battle. Now, I will leave you in peace. But, should you ever desire the company of your loyal tooltip, all you need to do is click and hold over any button or tile, and I will do my best to explain it to you. Thanks, tooltip. Let's die. They're beating my castle's ass. Stop it! Stop it! No!
This is peculiar.
Sure is. God, I wish I had some alcohol right now. And then, sometime later, as the sun hovered low over the horizon, there was a feast within the walls of the court. The man to your right is beside himself with laughter. Okay, so our court, caught off guard by a sudden war, stumbled behind enemy lines, made a token attempt at resistance, and was summarily toppled. Do I have that right? Yes, that does appear to be an accurate summary. Well then, I'm certainly glad I slept through that. As you look at your surroundings, a switch flips in your mind. Your own story makes little sense now that you think about it. How did you... Your companion pats your arm. Don't worry about it. If our court couldn't withstand physical destruction, we wouldn't last 5 minutes in the pull of the tide. But enough of that. It's about time I made some introductions. As you've narrowly avoided learning, this place is called Titanium Court. Meanwhile, I have the honor of being the steward of the court. My name is Puck, although my lovers and enemies call me Goodfellow. I am chief advisor and friend eternal to our fair queen. As fancy as that sounds, in practice it means he's unemployed. One of the scholars, the man named Hop, has approached your table. He appears to have a drink, or two, or four. He pulls up a seat between the two of you and assumes a jovial attitude. Guess the queen stood us up, eh, good fellow? Lucky for her, I'd say. I'd skip town too if I knew what a sorry showing the court would make. I'm allowed to stumble this line because technically I'm supposed to be drunk. But on the plus side, we can continue draining her wine cellar. Now, are you gonna help me with that, good fellow, or are you just gonna stare at me? I don't mind either way. Puck, staring at the scholar, mouth agape, slowly inhales and pinches his nose. What fools these... How drunk are you, Hop? The queen is right here. I've been speaking to her for the entire feast. An excited hush falls over the entire hall.
Hop blinks, looks at you, looks at Puck, turns bright red. Oh, huh. I see it now. That calls for Her Majesty's finest vintage. I'll be right back. As Hop makes a quick exit, you look steadily at Puck and shake your head. There's no use denying it now, not after the tale you told me. If you'd like more proof, just take a look at where you're seated. You slowly take in your surroundings. Puck smiles. Now, if I may conclude my introductions, let me present the court to your majesty, and likewise. He stands up and addresses the entire hall as he says, long absent, the Queen of Titanium Court, always a stranger, has arrived. Cheers erupt, and dessert is served.
Band.png.
You know that one Akewood comic where he's like resizing the image of the motorcycle down to really small and then making it go over the mountain wallpaper?
Yeah.
To your left, Pop returned with an arm full of glasses and bottles. And about time, too. Good fellow, did you tell her about that war yet? Titanium Court. Chapter 1, a place beloved only of clowns and criminals. We have finished the prologue to Titanium Court. And then, just a short while after the feast, the court returns to war. You're in charge of the war now, Your Majesty. You should be fine. Just remember everything we've taught you about magical warfare. Blinking slowly, you remind them that at this exact moment they have taught you roughly nothing about magical warfare. Ah, good. She remembers quite clearly. So now, we get to do things. Let's consult the ever-changing map real quick. How useful. You don't know what any of this means. We'll close it for now. So, broad stroke of the game. And then we can inspect our available units. It's the same ones. We need rock. We need some rocks. We need some bread. And we need some wood, ideally. And we also need to, if we can help it, not have the enemy around us.
So I'm seeing. Let's see, what would be the good?
You can get some easy food right here.
And then
we can get some water.
You can clear out two of the that there.
Get rid of them. Put them over there.
Rocks right next to the castle.
So true, and that puts that cute little log right next to me too, which I don't know what that is. Seed announcing new beginnings, the soapbox of the natural world. God only knows what it does.
You can get rid of 3 castles in the top row there.
That we can. Let's see. Trying to look for some more advantageous stuff to do.
I want to get some. Take the wheat, or rotate the wheat in the stump. Get that wheat.
But now the stump's down there. How sad.
I was hoping that would do a chain reaction. You can move the stump back up with the water, though. There we go.
That did something. Let's see. It's actually looking like my positioning is quite bad because I'm very impulsive and silly and stupid.
Let's see if we can clear some of that out.
Yes. How about we do
move the
this?
move.
Oh.
Not locked in.
I didn't even get that much in way of resources either. This is gonna go very poorly. So we'll do that. We'll make...
Well, we can only afford one soldier, huh?
I think if we get more food, I can make another soldier. Because they'll go farm food, right?
True.
I don't know if I can deploy units in the middle or not. Either way is going to go badly.
Looks like we don't get the option to get more stuff.
Drat. Though actually, it seems like only one enemy is going to spawn, so maybe it's okay.
It might be. Yeah, he's spawning all the way down there. And he's stuck in the woods right now.
Well, he's stuck on a hill. He's stuck on the hill because I think the hill is the thing that makes it take a long time to get through. Hey, look at that. We're completely safe.
Hey!
It's that easy. Let's see, can you only move stuff if you make some match? Yes, other one, dude. I think I can move the castle whenever I want to, but for other tiles, they have to be match 3. Let's see. Yeah, so I can move the castle however I will, but for anything else, it has to be match 3, or match 4, or additional. Well, having now achieved some kind of victory in the war, you wonder if someone in the court might help you return home. It would be our pleasure if you can show us the way.
Oh, so that was only one battle. There are many more to come if my notes are to be trusted.
Okay. Well, if you understand this map correctly, if it even is a map, there appears to be some sort of signage just ahead. Perhaps if you can reach those signs, you'll learn more about where you actually are, along with how to get home.
And to reach them, we need merely be swept forward by the tide, as we have all been, as we have been all along. Convenient. Okay, looks like we got a lot of soldiers this time. So, flip the castle and your castle. Get rid of those 3 right away. There we go.
Let's see. We're doing really good for food. I don't need to worry too much about food.
We can get... Oh, flip, or no, that wouldn't, hold on, that wouldn't help out very much, would it? No, what's that door? Can you check the door?
Storage unit. It looks a lot like one you've rented in the past.
I bet we can get something good out of there if we can get that closer to us.
Ain't that the rub, though?
Move the wheat and the castle there. Or no, not that one. The other, the enemy fortress.
It has to be in a line.
No, move. No, not that one.
Oh, this one.
Yes. And then. Oh, they come from the top, though.
What if I move myself back? That takes up quite a lot of energy to do.
Yeah, don't do that. Let's see if we can use something that's a bit more practical. We need water. We don't have a lot of water.
We don't. There's also not a lot of... I mean, I guess I can get some water like this really easily.
How can we get that storage unit closer?
Rocks. Get some rocks. And the problem is, like, moving the castle takes quite a lot of time.
Yeah.
So I think we're just gonna have to let that storage unit be a mystery for the time being.
We can get some more wood. Okay. Oh, move the enemy fort with the person. Move that over there. Clear those out. Yeah.
Perfect.
Now I only got 2 soldiers.
Take a look inside the storage. Oh, it's fine. It's on the map, so it's okay.
Okay.
You are quite curious about what you might find inside the storage unit, but it's locked. And that's all she wrote.
Okay, so we've got 2. Can we make 3 soldiers? No, we can make 2. 3?
We
We can make 3. Make 3.
Sure, I'm
We
gonna
are
leave
secure.
it probably no more than that because we don't have that many enemy soldiers coming.
Right.
And I believe these resources persist between maps, so saving some allows you to
Right, yeah.
have a more advantage on later maps, I believe.
Agreed.
And also, these 3 might just destroy these fortresses before anything spawns from them, and we'll be completely
Nothing
safe.
but net, baby.
I could have generated a bunch of food if I put a farmer out, but I only have the 1 water, so I kind of want to save it
Yeah.
and just make sure I'll have access to it next time. We did it.
Do we get anything for destroying forts is the question.
We reduced the intensity of the combat, I think. Especially because I believe these have enemies in them, right? And so I believe if you destroy them, it takes enemies off
Well,
of
I mean,
the...
in the combat phase, we don't seem to get any rewards for destroying them.
No, it just prevents things from spawning from them, I think.
Right.
There's going to be more threats that are added later, but I am not presently familiar with what
Yeah.
these are.
Well, okay, right away.
Wait,
Oh,
aren't some of
hold
these
on.
enemy courts empty? You've noticed a subtle difference between some of the enemy courts on the battlefield. While many of the enemy courts have soldiers prominently stationed outside their gates, there's also plenty of them that appear to be completely empty. You think you could maybe assume that these empty forts will not attack the court during the coming battle. Yes, you can assume that. Additionally, you can see when enemy soldiers will attack the court here on the timeline. Even soldiers might be no threat if you can deal with their courts before they attack. Which is their way of tutorializing the thing we figured out.
Pumpkin. What's that pumpkin over on the left?
A peridolic pumpkin, a plant possessing a friendly false face.
That tells us nothing.
That's right, Jay.
All right, well, we can get rid of those forts there. Yeah, I was going to suggest that.
We're gonna do that.
Some trees and then get rid of those 3 forts. Yeah, that's 3 armed forts right there.
Easy breezy.
Now, can we get rid of those 2 on the left somehow, or at least put some distance between them?
What I can do is I can do this.
That
Well, I
gives
killed
us a
some of
little
them
bit
somehow.
more.
Won't look a gift horse in the mouth. Let's see.
We can move that water down, and then that will drop. That worked out pretty well.
Let's see. We have plenty of food still. We have a good amount of water and logs and things, so I'm not too urgently concerned. I kind of want to see if I can... the situation over here. Leave something to be desired. Some water?
We're getting a lot of. We can get rid of the. Well, that wouldn't really. Yeah, do that. Those 3 in the lower left corner. They have a forest to get through, so they have a pretty quick beeline to us. Is the problem?
Yes. Everything up here is okay, because we have these hills, which means, like, it's going to take them quite a while to basically, like, this thing will have to route around 2 hill tiles to get to us. This thing has to go all the way through here. So I feel like we're safe from anything up there. These 3 are the major threat over here.
Yeah,
And
but I think we might have enough to make enough soldiers to protect us from that.
yeah, we can make 4 soldiers.
If you click on them, can you see when they're going to spawn?
We can when we hover over.
Okay.
So that one's near the end. That one's kind of in the middle, and that one's the very first one.
First one. So
let
But
me-
it's pretty low down in the thing. So if you make a bunch of soldiers right away, they might move and attack that one first.
What I can do is I don't have a ton of time left. I can just move away like that, and that'll
That's
buy us some
true.
additional time. And now we make a commensurate
And
amount of
then make
soldiers
some,
and
yeah, we have a
some
lot of
farmers.
water. We can make some. Yeah.
That-
And then we're very close to wheat, so we should be good there.
you know what, I'll make one more
Eh.
farmer.
Yeah. No,
Where
don't
are you
go that
guys
way.
going? Oh, they're
You
going to the closest.
idiots!
They're going to the closest castle. They'll break it quickly.
Oh, boo. Yeah, but then they're gonna move to the next closest one. Oh, that guy's moving down. Okay, at least we got some action going on. Yes, defend your castle.
Uh-oh. Well, we'll live, but this is not going to be pretty. Oh,
There's no way to tell soldiers where to go, huh?
no. There is not. I think there's later things you can do that are like a little more like influency, but really the big thing is like they go for whatever's closest, so you just have to factor that into your positioning, and that's really all you can do.
Oh, it keeps track of how many are dead under your watch in the upper right, left there.
Don't tell me that. The upper left. Oh, don't. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Vesti. That is rude information. I don't even know that. I'm the queen. A menacing birdcage suddenly appears in front of the court.
Your Majesty, I have notes on this foe. Let me know if you'd like to see them.
Well, I would.
Check the notes in the birdcage. Right, here's what my notes say. First, at the start of low tide, the birdcage will flood its surroundings with water. Following that, the birdcage will attack the court with birds. Fighting it may prove tricky. If it's always surrounded by water, the court's soldiers will be unable to reach it.
You agree. You wonder if there's another approach the court could take. Either way, you thank Robin for the information. So, real quick. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
That worked out. Ooh, right, the dead center. Move that castle in between the three there. The castle on the left.
What I'm
the
gonna do
left.
is I'm gonna drop this.
Oh, that works.
Look,
Your Majesty, look.
Oh, there you go.
It's yeah, it'll be Robin. Your Majesty, look, there's a chest resting on that patch of land. We should be able to recover its contents as long as it remains in sight until low tide.
I think if we had a second reader, a funny thing to do would be to ignore character voice entirely and just have people voicing depending what color the text is. So you're hypothetically moving between 3 actors in the same line. Alright, so you just have to keep it in sight till low tide. Easy peasy.
Alright, easy enough. Dead center, you can move one of those castles into the center to get 3, yeah, that works.
I want to take care of these because these have guys in them.
Yes.
I don't care about the ones that don't have guys in them. And I don't want to move these together because I want this to stay on field. How are we doing on resources? We have 3 logs and 2 rocks. So I do want some logs. So we're going to do that.
They're making a lot of birds.
I would actually love to be able to just drop the birds off the thing. And the birds are pretty high up in the turn order, too. They're going to, like, fly right over.
Yeah.
Oh. I know what I can do. Fuck.
Well, we got 2 chests, though.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that. Grumble, grumble. Let's do this. Okay.
Now we've got... There's a guy in the middle row, or the middle column. And he's got a pretty straight shot. He's blocked by a hill, but that's not going to slow him down for much.
Get these out of here. Okay.
Okay.
Get some more water. We can get... do this.
If you move... Okay, in the second row on the left, if you move that rock down in the water, you'll get rock... Not that one, not that one. The one next to it, right there. Move that down. That'll move the water down to help hopefully block... give you a little bit more blocking...
It's going to drop all the way down to the bottom, though.
Oh yeah, don't do that because it'll drop that fort with the person there.
Yeah, these right now they're protecting us. Like if they make it so I don't have to care about them right now, so that's okay.
that.
I really want to do something about them. But
Is there
now they're
anything we can
annoyingly positioned so that really can't do anything about them. Let's do this. Okay. We'll drop you.
Nope.
Fuck. Whatever.
Oh, he lost a chest that way, I think.
It's okay. There's a new one here. I mean, here it is. Then we have a lot of resources right now.
Yeah, we're actually sitting pretty good.
Let's do cheeky this. Okay. We'll do...
Move that wheat down?
Yeah, I think so too. All right, that's our map. As low tide begins, the birdcage surrounds itself with a moat. Oh no, they're gonna destroy my treasure chest. Wait, no, never mind.
no,
They
it's still
didn't.
there.
Based. Swag. Let's open these trinkets and toys.
Cha-ching!
Let's see. A selection of goods are available for the taking. We gotta get water, a bird. We can get our own bird.
Okay.
A gunboat, offensive rock, attacks the enemy forts via water. Interesting. I want the ferry, definitely. So we can get the ferry. Oh, we can get all of them. We're gonna get that too. And we get a bunch of
And get
water.
that water, yeah.
And I can't sell that, so. Great. Okay. Now we have more options. So
now we can make birds.
yeah. I'm gonna make one of these. And
Good.
one of these. And make one of these to defend us.
We have no wheat, so there's no reason to make a farmer. There's no wheat around us.
Yeah, it's true. Let's do... Ooh.
Bird up again? Bird up and gunboat again?
I'm not doing another gunboat because they're expensive and they're basically only going to be able to work here. Because they travel by water, which means they're pretty much locked to just dealing with
Okay,
this,
yeah.
but I like having them here. And we'll do a soldier. Hell, we'll do two soldiers. I feel like it's okay for us to be busy.
Damn, that's a lot of birds.
Go, my freaks,
Yes.
kill!
Whack the birds. Nothing but net.
We killed all the birds!
Sweet.
Oh, hold on, the enemy count isn't just my dead, it's also their dead.
Oh, okay.
Given that they're all courts and they're all soldiers and we seem to use the same units, those might also be my dead. Or might be a this
Cumulative.
It might be that the enemies and allies are both mine. You know,
Could be.
Having escaped the birdcage, the court now arrives at its initial destination. Taking a spyglass to the top of the walls, you see if the sign ahead can give you any clues or directions.
Ooh, I know this one. This is a memento mori. I hear they're popular among mortals. This one is quite simple, perhaps even unrefined. It says, Dead End, so any mortal who reads it can remember exactly what awaits them at the end.
Oh, this was that duo.
Oh,
okay.
whoops.
That's all
Okay.
right. That's all right. I didn't know either. I'll switch
Yeah.
too for funsies. In
All right.
case they forgot.
Precisely.
Okay, well, where you're from, the sign generally means that you cannot proceed any farther. As you say this, a gasp.
That's you now.
Oh yeah, that's right, that's me now. Her Majesty is right. The court is not facing forward. We've been letting the tide carry us backwards ever since the feast.
Okay. Well, in that case, how should you go about correcting that misalignment? The cat responds to this question by falling asleep on your lap. The beast is right! A good night's sleep should return the court to its default state. And so, the court decides to retire early for the day. Ooh, my wine is flashing cotton candy colors.
Ooh.
With time and repetition comes comfort. You feel your maximum level of comfort increase to 1. Okay. The next morning, you awake in a strange bed. The bed is strange not just because it is not your usual bed, but because it is also not the bed you fell asleep in. Puck told you any room within the court might be the Queen's, so you parted with him at the first room you found that wasn't already occupied. A small chamber beneath a staircase, a twin-size bed neighbored by a nightstand and a lamp, a small desk in the corner. No windows. Meanwhile, the bed you awake in is queen-sized and contained within a spacious chamber that opens onto a balcony. The balcony overlooks the courtyard of your new home. You appear to be roughly 5 stories above the ground. Your bedchambers. What should you do here? Take stock of
Keys.
my possessions. Get ye keys. You look over the scant possessions that were on your person when you arrived at the court. Everything appears to be where you left it, with one irritating exception. Sometime between your arrival and now, you've managed to misplace your keys. In a way, you suppose you also managed to misplace the locks those keys are intended for. A mystery, admittedly, of much greater concern to you than the missing keys. Let's explore the court. By which I mean, it appears we have an ad break starting in a few seconds. So I'm going to take us to the BRB screen and allow people to gather their thoughts and things of that nature. We'll be right back. Yeah. Though I am going to sit and stretch my arms, even though I didn't need to actually mute for anything. Because I want to think. Ah, there's the ad break. I hope you're having fun so far. I'm quite enjoying this personally.
I am. It's an interesting game.
In theater, this is called an intermission because the audience gets up to pee, which is what the intermission means etymologically. Inter is because you are interested in going, and mission is your mission to go to the restroom.
Well, it's your emission.
That's right.
When you are emitting.
I slap the front of my skull with the palm of my hand with an expression of eureka.
Like that gif of Willem Dafoe.
Exactly. You understand. And now we are back
from our very short break. I suppose I could have, I didn't have to do all that, but because we're not doing a real live read, but I mean, there is narrative here, so I didn't want to like plow through the ad break and have people miss fun things. What should we do here in this courtyard? I return to my office. We'll do
Leave
that later.
immediately.
The investigate dining hall. Wait! There is the man named Puck. You have a lot to say to him. The man named Puck is just across the courtyard. Perfect. You have many things you wish to ask him. Oh, there's us. There's the queen sitting on a bench. I love the little guys just sort of
the meeples.
T-posing.
They look like meeples from board games.
Yeah. Yet, as you draw near, he quickly exits the scene. You might be imagining it, but he seemed to retreat the moment he saw your approach. Well, let's go to the dining hall next. Put off going back to work. Dining hall, what should I do here? Well, I could immediately leave, or I could grab some breakfast. In the light of day, the feasting hall more closely resembles a common dining area.
Getting vibes of 100 Line. Waking up and going to breakfast and seeing the people who are also trapped in the fortress with you.
They should do a route of 100 Line that just looks like this and plays like this.
Yeah.
You collect some breakfast from a buffet, then look for a table. You would prefer to sit somewhere out of the way, near an exit, ideally hidden. You sit in the most nondescript location you can find, a corner near a trash bin. Before you've finished a bite, a whole host of fairy courtiers arrive with their meals and sit with you. They make idle conversation and a few honest attempts at answering your myriad of questions, none of them successful. As you complete your meal, you idly note that your table is now the most lively and boisterous table within the hall. You also note, idly, that despite his assurances that he would answer all your questions, the man called Puck remains nowhere to be seen.
Again, a lot like 100 Line.
Huh, curious. As a result of eating breakfast, you get a small bonus. You got 10 breads.
Nice.
Wild. The dining hall, what should we do here? We should leave. And now we're at the office. I didn't remember saying go here, but okay. Your office,
Well,
what should we
nothing else to
do
do.
here? Go to war? Well, let's wait on the war. Consult the ever-changing map. Let's look at the map. I don't...
So the signpost is now all the way up there.
I'm also seeing, there's 2 signposts. Also, I'm seeing a billboard, some kind of alchemical potions and trebuchets, plus the stump. And we look out the window. There are some dogs catching frisbees in the courtyard, just out of frame. Neat. Well, all that being sorted, I believe it's time to go to war. Let's get killing again.
Here I go killing again.
After breakfast, the court goes to war. And, as you ready yourself, a question.
Your Majesty, is the intensity of the war to your liking? If not, please feel free to adjust the thermostat.
I'm going to let you take that guy from now on, because he seems to talk more than the other one. And I want to make sure that you're getting an equitable amount of voice work as my
All right.
second in command. The thermostat, maybe make things a little easier for yourself. Ah, so I can use my comfort to change the temperature. I don't know, I kind of like the difficulty so far. Oh, this is my my comfort is I can use it for
you
bonuses.
spend it. Okay.
So I can start with extra cash, start with 2 mulligans, receive a small mirror. Interesting. Start with 2 thorns. And with her calculator returned to her, Robin can give you a detailed analysis of the battlefield. I'm interested in what small mirror is. Okay, so can you be certain the court is facing the correct direction this time? Of course, Your Majesty. Observe that the sun is now rising rather than setting. Very well. You suppose you'll attempt to reach those signs again, although you doubt you'll find anything useful.
Can you check to see what the mirror does now?
Let's find out. The Vanity Mirror duplicates the first 3 units you produce each battle. Wow.
Ooh, okay.
That is strong. Now
Well,
we're
let's
just
see. Get rid of that 1 unit, yeah. Do that.
very funny to just have no
And now start
units.
the battle because we have nothing to lose.
Well, I want to get resources. I ain't fucking with that shit. I gotta get resources. I don't want to disturb the mirror. I could probably lose the mirror, which is very funny to think about if I just, I could like drop it off the map and then not get it back until next map or something. That would be funny.
Possible.
Let's just do this. Do this. And then, fucking do that.
We got a chest up there.
The little guy has rejoined our thing. So let's...
You can. Oh, move. Get that 4 top of the castles up there, because then you can get that rock into the 4 top of the rocks as well. So upper right, there's a horizontal line. Move that to get rid of the 4 castles. No, the 4. Do the bottom one underneath. No.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Yep, there. And then move the rock down to get the 4 top of the rock.
Very smart.
Shazam! We got 2 chests still. You can get a 4 top of the water to the left of the castle, of your castle.
Yes.
Not the one I was thinking of, but still good enough. Ooh. Right side. Move that wheat over to the right column. Get 5 wheat.
Big wheat. Wowie zowie.
There are no enemy units.
Yeah.
With those chests.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna bother making anything, I suppose. What we get? We got rocks. I love rocks.
Yeah, get
we
those.
got
Get
money.
that money.
I love that they gives you +2 money, but you can also sell it for +2 money. And we got water.
Make some farmers.
Oh yeah, I guess I can.
20 water. Yeah, that's good.
I'll do a little more.
You're gonna be flush with bread. I wish I could point at the screen.
I'm sorry, I don't have that technology. Maybe next time I come up to visit, we'll have to play this.
Yeah.
Bellissimo. Good lord, that is a lot of castles.
Well, let's see if we can clear some of that out. Yeah, move that over to get rid of those 3.
Get rid of that.
There's the one that's right next to you. Can we get rid of that somehow?
Not currently. I mean, I guess I can move my castle too, but there'd be nothing to match 3 with over there, so
Yeah.
not viable at the moment.
Move move the
Some
Raya
rocks.
that over there.
A tap on your shoulder. Robin points to a building in the distance.
Your Majesty, that shop is neutral to this conflict. We should strongly consider stocking up on supplies. Of course, that's only if it stays in view. If it disappears before low tide, we'll have to wait until we pass another one.
Simple enough. Shops closed during high tide, but you can call them to check their inventory. Let's check their inventory. You call into the shop to learn about what they have for sale. However, before you can proceed, the voice on the line stops and asks you if you understand how money works. No, I'm a fool and ignorant to this money. You thought you understood a lot of things before your world shattered, and now you might as well understand nothing.
Whoa, I don't need your life story, ma'am. I just gotta make sure you know where money comes from. Let me explain. First thing you gotta know is where money doesn't come from. You're probably used to getting stuff like bread, water, logs, and rocks randomly during high tide, right? Well, that's not gonna work for money. Instead, you earn money by doing your job. You do have a job, right?
You don't think you have a job.
Oh, come on, I have caller ID, you know. I know you're a fancy fairy queen of a fancy fairy court fighting a fancy fairy war. That's totally a job. Have more confidence. So anyway, fairy queens usually earn money by defeating their enemy on the battlefield. Just knock down those forts and money will pop out.
So that's what it's for.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you can also get some money by selling stuff. Maybe to us, but doing your job is a surefire method. Woo! Now that I've given you the talk, how about I tell you what we have for sale?
So, and we've lost our blueprints from last time. We have gunboats again.
I see.
We have archers. We have shields. We have a basic income. We have a we can spend 4 to get an investment. And we've got wood, which we can buy if we want more. We can't do any of that until we are done with the map phase.
Yeah.
So, let's look at what we've got going on here. Let's move this. Okay, then we move this. And then we move this.
They're really not giving us a lot of options to get rid of that castle that's right next to it.
damn
Oh,
it.
there we go.
Oh, hey, that actually worked.
Well,
So-
let's
We don't
make
have
some soldiers.
we don't have a ton of money. I'm dubious if this will be useful. It might be more useful for us to get archers. But we also don't have a lot of wood to play with, so we might want to avoid that for now. And this is just rocks, and we have a lot of rocks. But also, I'm not going to try... I don't think we're going to be taking a lot of damage, so it's not urgent. I'm going to buy this.
We should make some soldiers, though.
Yes. And we're
'Cause we have
going
a
to make...
lot of resources to make soldiers with.
We're going to make a lot of soldiers. In
And
fact,
then we can...
we're going to make a couple more soldiers. And we have some wheat around us, so I'll make some farmers as well. Oh, I
looks
see.
good.
Our units move on time key too. That's interesting.
Yes.
So you can't just like have a guerrillion units.
Yeah.
That's fun.
No, you idiots. Go the other way.
No, it's okay.
Thank you. One of you is.
Oh, I see. Because we don't have a ton of things, so we don't get them. Ah, so the reward for being ambitious and leaving a bunch of castles on things that the monies you get the money from breaking them during this phase. I don't think we should
Yeah.
get any for matching 3.
Not the mirror. Oh, phew.
What the?
That's the billboard.
A billboard. Helpfully informs you of available goods and or services. Is that a billboard in the middle of the battlefield? Hold on. Other one dude asked a question a bit ago. I just saw it. Does the shop sell you individual units or the ability to make them? The ability to make them. I think it's like when you get them as a reward from things where it's like you learn the ability to make it.
Yeah.
It's true. There appears to be a billboard of some sort along the scattered elements of the terrain. You go to the outer walls of the court to get a better look. You need law, apparently.
You need law.
Says Robin.
That thing gives me the creeps, Your Majesty, as if we are about to be sued just by looking at it.
You agree. It might be best to look away, lest you draw some unwanted legal attention. Curious. So. Be cheeky, get rid of that. Oh mein Gott! Oh, it's okay, we'll get rid of that. We will...
Right bottom row. You can get rid of the 3 castles there. And that'll move you down a bit. Move that wheat down, yeah.
Another structure wades into view in the distance. You suppose this is another...
Look, Your Majesty, a temple of market. Should you wish to pay your respects, it need only stay
in view until low tide, correct?
Correct. Your brilliance continues to blind.
Let's put this tile. It's only in the woods.
Oh, you can check it in the bottom there. You can check to see what it is.
Ah. Market forbids trading during high tide, but you can ask about their forecasters to predict the future.
Oh.
So you can get currency to buy things.
Yeah,
buy
okay.
resources. Interesting. How are our resources? We don't have a ton of wood. We're pretty good for everything else. So we should try and prioritize wood if we can, though. There's not really a lot of great opportunities to do that.
Yeah, the trees all seem to be pretty scattered.
Let's see. I spy some kind of little guy.
You can get some wheat, middle row on the right.
Because then you can do this. And I can do this, which puts that close. But that one's empty, so it's fine. My freaks will go destroy it for me.
Yeah. Now you can get some wood. Yeah, move that wood up.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over and then move this over.
And then top there, yeah, right there. Move that over to the left.
Hold on, I'm just evaluating. Yeah, I'm still lowest on wood. Oh, these guys are pretty close. Kind of want to just break them instead.
Yeah, get rid of all those. Get rid of those 3.
So, the trade. Oh, can I... Wait. So, does it... What does it say? Trade generic assets at the Temple of Market. Oh, I see. So these are all right now, they're all buying resources. I feel like when I was watching the stream, you can get a variant of this where you can sell your resources for money, I think.
Yeah.
I seem to recall that. Anyway, I'm gonna make a handful of these guys.
Remember, you get double soldiers with the mirror, so you have 6 right now.
Yeah, though I that's the only doubles I'll get, so after this it will be 1 per. We have a little bit of wheat around, though not too much, and I don't really need more food right now.
Yeah, I would hold on. Just get some soldiers to clear out those 2 bases at least.
We'll do that much.
And we're kind of blocked in right now.
I see what they mean about the comfort making things easier. I don't think that was in the demo in that capacity, not that I recall. So it's interesting to see the ways they let you modify the game to make it easier. I don't know if I'll leave that on for personal play, but I think I'll leave it on for stream just to keep the stream a little expedited, let's say. And now, the court finds itself surrounded by catapults.
To be perfectly precise, those appear to be trebuchets.
Given that trebuchets are a subcategory of catapult, you don't see any reason why you can't just call them catapults.
Very well, my queen, I retreat in the face of your overflowing wisdom.
That's quite a lot.
What do they do? Oh,
Matches with all forts, fired from a distance but is blocked by hills, decently flammable.
we may want to try to clear some of those out.
Well, the problem is that they all go pretty early, so what we also want to consider is the possibility of pushing ourselves to be behind some walls if we can. But the question is,
There's not really a lot of moves we can make directly right now. We can move that water up on the right side, move that water up to bring those down. There we go.
A strange building comes into view. As you observe it, the phone in your office rings.
Yeah, hey, Titanium Court, Your Majesty? I'm calling from the Glass House. Yeah, we sell potions. As our name suggests, we firmly oppose the act of throwing stones in any and all forms. Therefore, we'd like to offer our full support to Titanium Court in your campaign against these stone-throwing trebuchets. To start, here's a pro tip free of charge. Hills will block the projectiles fired by catapults. Just surround your court with hills, and you'll be safe. If that doesn't work, we sell a variety of instant-use potions that can help you deal with this threat. Give us a call sometime, we'll be happy to help.
Click.
Who was it, Your Majesty?
You explain that it was a telemarketer, albeit one whose pitch might prove useful.
Wow, rare. Can you do that now?
Hypothetically.
Yes.
Or all my
we can't double
logs.
during high tide.
What are these other ones? Oh, and they can't do it during high tide. So we can instantly set something on fire. We can make mountains, which is good.
Good.
Ensures a flood wherever it lands. That's flood insurance. I love that.
That's good.
And a potion of teleport. Interesting. Wait, so what did it say? Did it say no high tide? No, okay, yeah, no high tide. Right. So, let's do a little...
You can move the trees over there,
We're gonna move that.
and then get rid of those catapults right there.
Move you. And then, no.
Those catapults are all blocked by rocks, so they're good for now.
Actually, I'm gonna do this. That other one dude says, nice joke that it talks about the statistical safety of flight while showing you a helicopter.
It's true.
So, let's, oh, I know what I can do.
And then there you go.
That ultimately didn't actually help my position that much. But that's okay. Let's...
Move. Left from the middle row. Go up two squares. Move that down. Get rid of those 3 catapults.
Oh, didn't even see that there. And well, actually,
Oh, if you drag, you can see their trajectory. If you click on that.
yeah. So you're blocked. Everything over here is gonna hit.
So move that one up and get rid of those 2.
What I might actually do is okay for rocks. Actually, is break this, And then what I'm going to do is I'm
Buy a
going...
potion of rocks.
Well, I'm going to do something even more fun than that with this, because it's cheap. Is I'm going to just go ahead and smack myself right here.
That would work too.
And now, I'm unfuckwithable. Except
for that guy.
Fuck that guy. You know what?
Light him on fire. Wait. Yeah, okay, that works too, yeah.
We should put it right here. And now that we've done all that, we go to our units. We'll... I mean, I don't know if it makes sense to actually make any soldiers right now.
Well, the soldiers can fight the catapults, and I think
yeah, but they have to
work
go
way
around the
fortresses
rocks.
do. They can make it through the rocks, though.
Yeah, but it takes them time. And I don't know if I... Son of a bitch. You also have to go. I'm not sure how it calculates the exemption from thing, but that's okay. You know, honestly, what if I just don't deploy anyone at all?
You could do that.
But what's the point if it doesn't instantly destroy them? I thought the fire would have instantly destroyed them.
Certainly spreads, huh?
Sure does. Well, the catapults continue their assault, although you note there are now slightly fewer of them hanging around. I mean, yeah, I guess I could have made rocks to block them, but, like, I'm not sure what the point of the fire is if it doesn't... I mean, I guess it's like you have to check and see when it's going to fire to see if it's a thing. I just didn't realize it would take that long for them to burn.
Yeah.
Slightly fewer, they say.
Yeah, certainly looks like it.
So...
We don't have the shop yet. Move the trees up.
My thinking as well.
And then there, yep, that's...
Yeah, let's do that. And then do that.
There we go.
Though
Now
my
we're
position still
cooking.
seems less than ideal. Do this. And then do...
Yeah, yes, that's good. And then...
There's the shop.
We can move some water to get
Put
rid
you
of
down
the-
here.
Yes, that's a good call.
We'll do that. Get you guys out of there.
Move that catapult you're on right now. Move that down for the water. See if you can get some rocks closer to that position. No, that didn't really benefit. Oh, when the potion cell is available, move yourself up to that upper left corner.
Yeah,
If
it
that
seems that's
persists.
probably going to be the safest thing to do.
Yeah, just don't avoid moving things on that side. There's lots we can clear out on this
I
side.
can get some more. I would love some more wood, though. It's been evading me in terms of like good.
Move. You can get a foretop of the wheat
That's
there, and that'll move those rocks. Foretop of the wood there, and then
Yes.
move wood to the left there. Yeah.
Do that. Now we're doing a little better for wood.
Yeah.
We'll do
You can
this.
get those catapults out of the way. Yeah.
Some rocks. I'm not too worried about the catapults, really, because I'm gonna be in a...
Yeah, we can just
Well,
go
and
to that
actually-
corner.
I should check the... Okay, I do have teleport. Fantastic.
Yes. Okay.
And so I guess... I mean, wood is still my lowest. I can't get any, though. There's none around. So... let's... some wheat, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Teleport over to that corner, and then we should be secure from everything.
Yeah. And I'm kind of in a position where, I mean, let's make sure. I'd like to continue not making troops if I don't need them, so I can stockpile them.
Yeah, you can't really get anything anyway.
Yeah, it looks like we're good. In that case, we're just gonna go. I love the baseballs.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Ah, they have a limited durability.
That's intriguing.
Took a couple hits, though. I wasn't paying too close attention. It took, like, what, like 3 or 4 hits?
I think 4.
The tide washes away the last of the catapults, who appear to have weathered the storm. The threat of the catapults now eliminated, the glass house pulls up next to the court, and you receive another phone call. Would you have gotten anything if a soldier had come from a mirror and destroy the catapults? I mean, yeah, I probably could have gotten money, but also they were far away, and like I'm doing okay for money right now.
Yeah, we had a lot to get through.
And conversely, they all take wood and rocks, and I don't have that much wood, so I kind of want to hang on to it. Salesman offers congratulations for your victory and asks if there's any further assistance he might provide. You answer immediately, asking if he knows a way for you to return home. Oh, definitely. Let's pull over somewhere and I'll draw you a map. I think that might have been Puck leaving. The salesman shows you the map and explains the directions. Okay, so you've seen this before, right? You have, but no one thus far has offered an explanation for any of it. You assumed it was some sort of map. Yeah, it kinda is, but it changes every day. So I'd say it's really more of a weather report. But it's pretty simple. Each of these 3 rows is a battle. With a given row, each column is a battlefield. Do you follow? Each of these rows is a battle. And each of these columns is a battlefield. Okay. So I move up as I progress through battles, and then the columns let me decide what kind of priority the fight is getting, I guess?
I guess.
No, you don't. You'll figure it out. But importantly, did you know you can choose from 3 potential battlefields before every battle? No, you didn't know that. Anyway, here's where you're at right now. Smack in the middle of the war. To get home, you're first gonna have to make it to victory, which is right up here. Before or after the dragon? After. Of course. But making it to the end isn't enough. After that, you need to make an exit. Make an exit? Given the abstract nature of movement through the tide, would he be willing to elaborate on that? Oh yeah, it's confusing, right? These routes were conjured back in the 60s. Everyone was hopped up on allegory or something. Hopped up on allegory. Around here, making an exit means you gotta consciously leave the path you're on. You know, like you gotta fundamentally change as a person. Okay. This might be a long shot, but does he have any specific advice for how you might do that? Preferably in a safe and non-traumatizing way? Do I ever? Your Majesty, that's our specialty! He sweeps his arm back to reveal a shelf of bottles under a marquee that reads, Love Potions. Is he attempting to make a joke? Not at all. Nothing changes a person more than love. Okay. You take a deep breath. If his love potions function like those described in stories, i.e., forcing an individual to fall in love with a person they otherwise have no interest in, then you have absolutely no interest in them.
Your Majesty, with all due respect, that's messed up. I don't sell anything like that. You've been hearing some weird rumors, huh? I blame my competition. Please, let me set the record straight. My potions cannot create love from nothing. They merely expand the love that already exists within you.
Seeing your shoulders relax a bit, he continues his pitch.
Now, if you're new to love potions, I definitely recommend starting small.
He pulls a potion off the shelf.
Like this one. Full of love for something called baseball. This one's great for beginners. The effects are really mild. Drink it and you'll end up liking this baseball just a bit more than you already do. That's it.
You suppose that does sound relatively harmless. If he also thinks it will help you return home, you might as well give it a try.
Perfect. Oh, come on, put your wallet away. I'm not going to charge you for it. Just take it.
And so, you return to the court with a new map of the war and a single complimentary potion of liking baseball. And thus begins your long, slow transformation into John Boys.
The fate of all of us.
Eventually, on a long enough scale of time.
Or Benjamin Sisko.
That's true. Now you have a certain idea of what you're looking at here. Based on what the salesman told you, this is either a map or a weather report. Either way, the important thing is that you can choose which upcoming battlefield to traverse. So I can either go straight forward or move one to the left or right. Meaning if I wanted to go to those signs, like directly to those signs, I would have had to start routing there earlier. But also, we saw all these in our earlier battles, which might mean there's still a chance of these appearing. Question mark. I'm gonna go to the forest.
All right.
Birds and goons are my enemies.
Okay, so we've got some new stuff going on here.
Yes. Oh, signpost. Right there. Another potential cultural misunderstanding. Let's take a look. Appears to be some people on a seesaw? Question mark?
That's the children at play sign.
Children at play?
Incredible! A sign that predates written language and is comprised entirely of a single hieroglyphic.
I must say, it's in remarkable condition for something so old. But what could it mean?
Given the symbol, the scales tilting in the favor of one individual, it is clear the sign marks the presence of social inequality in the vicinity.
Is that so? How kind of this ancient civilization to offer a warning so we might avoid it. Avoid it? The court is literally a monarchy.
Yes, well, the sign is there for a reason, wouldn't you say?
Let me see how it is. Ingrateful subjects, you'll all be killed. Every single one of you. Let's see what we're playing with here. Our resources are all finally starting to look good.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of stuff. We want to just break whatever until we get a store to show up, because stores are on the way. Let's get rid of those. And get rid of those.
There's a store.
Trash these. We'll trash these.
And now, yeah, get rid of some of those fortresses. Like that.
Actually, let's do this one. This'll...
Oh, that'll drop.
This'll be better, I think. Well, kind of. That's alright.
Bit of a lateral move, but it's okay.
Speaking of lateral moves. How about... let's see. What can I do here? We can drop this. We're getting somewhere. Slowly but surely. I'm really bungling it bad. You know, can I oh, I see. I can't reverse in map mode. I can just reverse in well, all I can do is I can do this. And that's all she wrote. Okay. So we got
We're in a
lots
bit of a precarious position. Let's see what the shop's got for us.
Yeah, I like that idea. So, shop. We got Archer Knights. Wow, you take quite a lot. A ranger gathers wood from forests. Ooh, interesting.
Ooh. And then what's the pickaxe guy there?
This is a miner. Gathers stone from hills. And then big shield. Defensive rock takes damage in place of your court. Honestly, you know what? I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I'm buying it. And I'm buying it. That's what money's for. Oh, my hands are currently full. Well, with your majesty's right and privilege to engage in queenly excess, you need to drop something if you want to hold something else. Okay, so how would you go about doing that? Allow me. When interacting with a shop or chest, simply click on your cards to offer them up for sale. That's the only way to get rid of your cards. You're welcome. In that case, let's... I'm almost tempted to throw away our farmer. Because we have so much bread at the end of this run.
Yeah, we don't really need bread, but the big shield would come in handy.
Sell you and buy the shield. So, let's begin.
Let's
our dark
make
work.
that big shield.
So we have mostly wheat around some hills. So I am going to make one of you.
Make the big shield. Don't forget to do that.
Yeah. I will make a big shield. In fact, I'll make a... I'm feeling a little insecure. I'm going to make a second big shield.
We've got a lot around us.
Which one was this again? Archer Knight. I'll make some normal boys as well. Un, deux, trois. Get a fourth normal boy. I feel like that'll be okay.
All right, go for it.
Wow, I really overdid it with the big shields. Barely needed them.
Hey, you know what? You can't go wrong.
Spectacular. So,
Ooh, is that a hospital?
there appears to be a hospital in the marsh. There's a market in the mountains. And there's a normal shop in the wheat. But we've been to wheat a lot, and we haven't been to either the mountain or the marsh, so I kind of want to go to the marsh. Wormholes?
Wormholes and goons.
You now notice the battlefield is littered with a bunch of ominous... What are those? Are those wormholes?
I'm not sure what to call them, Your Majesty, but those things are bad news. The tide seems to group them into the enemy, but they never disappear when matched. Instead, they appear to merge with their neighbors, so retaining every soldier those neighbors possess.
Oh, fuck me.
If prayer actually worked, I would pray that we do not see them grow. They remain harmless as long as they're empty.
Oh, that's not good. That's like bad style.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost made a big mistake there. God, it's such a... Actually, what I could do... Do this. Do that. How are we doing for resources? We're pretty evenly matched with it. What are these
What
anyway?
is the...
Match for water, impassable on foot, does not match with tap water.
Huh.
Oh, so it
okay.
produces water, but you have to match it with itself. You can't match it with normal water. I see, I see.
Right.
Interesting. Also interesting to note that this is tap water, apparently.
Yeah, interesting.
So let's do this. No. I want to do... Well, that's kind of the only thing I can do. Oh, no, I do it this way. No, I'm stupid. I'm literally stupid. Whatever.
What's the hospital do?
A hospital. A medical establishment is offering to sell you heart. Not possible right now. But they can increase my max hearts by 10. Or... Oh, that's fun. A passive to receive hearts whenever you gather water until it runs out. Interesting.
Huh.
Well, with that in mind, let's do a little bit of this action. Okay. I'm not sure what I expected that to accomplish, to be perfectly honest with you.
We're in a bit of a precarious situation.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that I'm going to have to make lots of soldiers on this one. Because I'm kind of bungling it and chungling it, as the children say. Well, no, it's not gonna do it either. Wait. No, that'll match that. Shit, this wormhole's annoying.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's not a ton else to match, though, besides that. I mean, I could just do it for funsies. Let's do it for funsies. Wait, hold on. It's not going to do it. That's... Oh, well, it doesn't make a difference either way. All right.
Well...
Well... We're going to go here. We can't
Oh, good.
buy...
We still have all of our troops, though.
We can't buy both of these, but I do...
Well, we wouldn't be able to hold it.
Well, it's a passive, so it goes over on the bar.
Oh,
over
okay, yeah.
here.
We'll get that. Get that. That would be helpful.
Interesting. So...
Make... The archers are the defensive ones. So we want to make a bunch of those, probably.
Let's open our toys. What do you need? Guards your court with arrows. We'll get a pair of those. We don't have... Our farming opportunities over here aren't that great, so I'm not going to worry too much about those. Instead, we'll do that. We'll get a couple more of those, actually. And we'll get a couple more of those. And then like that. And I think that'll be good.
Appropriate. Do you want to get the armor while we're here?
No, because I don't have that much rocks, and I believe in us.
Okay, off to a good start.
Might have overdone it, but there's no such thing as too safe.
No, I agree.
Oh, they're trying to break the wormhole.
Well, didn't know they could do that.
That would have solved Deep Space Nine. As the court moves motionlessly across the void, it suddenly encounters a neighbor. Your courtiers cry out in alarm. You spy a great dragon soaring above his lair in the distance.
The legendary apex predator opens his mouth and addresses the court. Here is what he says.
Yeah, hey, could I, hang on, let me look at the menu.
He sweeps his gaze over the court, doubling back when he catches sight of you atop its walls.
Oh, man, I'll have the Fairy Queen combo meal. No pickles.
So, we want to do the forest, the swamp, or the volcano?
Let's not do the volcano.
Okay, but it could be really funny if we did the volcano. Magus is saying we should do the volcano.
Well, who are we to disagree with, chat?
And in fact, Magus said we should do it 4 times. Oh. Volcanoes. Extra. So what does this do? Actually, real quick, just look. Boats. I don't want to learn about boats. I know how wormholes work and they piss me off. I'm going to go to that. You notice that a slightly different hill has made an appearance on the battlefield.
Looks like a barnacle.
You hate to ask, but those are definitely volcanoes, aren't they? Says Robin.
Yes, Your Majesty. When those volcanoes erupt, their surroundings will take 6 hearts of damage and burst into flame.
So don't be near any of those. Got it. Hello again. A quick clarification is now necessary. When Robin says volcanoes' surroundings take damage, that includes diagonal neighbors. Also, you can see when the volcanoes will erupt over here on the timeline. So those things that look kind of like onions. Also, please note that volcanoes actually match with standard hills for some reason. With this life-saving information now imparted, I take my leave again. So, first off, get these fucking things out of here. The Dragon's Lair Hover Predator, also the remains of a hatched egg. You have quite a lot of HP, don't you?
Yes.
Let's make you go far away.
You can see a bit more about what the dragon does down there.
Oh, I can. Robin has notes on how the dragon behaves in battle.
Right, here's what my notes say. The dragon's first priority is to cook every fairy we send into the field. Once all our units are cooked, then he'll turn his attention to the court itself. If we find a way to spread our units far and wide, we might be able to withstand his assault. Or we could try to keep our units on hills or water where fire is much less effective. But even if he doesn't burn the court directly, we're still in danger of catching fire from neighboring fields and woods. And those are all the notes I have.
You thank Robin for this information.
And what's that bread icon?
Perhaps the dragon can be bribed into leaving you alone. I don't have that much bread, though.
Ah, darn it.
Your scholars determined that based on current meteorological readings, an adequate bribe for the dragon should be about 50 bread. I don't have that. We decided to think about the decision a bit more. But I could get more bread. But I won't.
We could very well get more bread.
But I likely won't. Let's begin doing this. Oh, I don't want to be near that.
You can get 4 bread. Over on the right, there's like a little cross of bread there.
I can. That removes that from me as well, at least. Do that. Okay.
Excuse me.
I'll excuse you, though I won't be happy about it. There's a hospital and a shop, though, if I can keep those up, which is nice. Okay. Oh.
Oh, well, that clears out that. That helps.
That wasn't entirely what I wanted to do, but it'll have to suffice. And honestly, I have to move... Shit, no, there's actually... Wait, I can move myself down here. I want to be away from the volcanoes. That's how they work? Yeah. And there's still trees around me, but I can't really do anything about that. I've kind of bungled it.
Well, you can... Oh, that's something you can make. Okay.
So, let's look at these stores. And/or hospital.
Oh, teleporter.
Let's look at the other things too, real quick. Angler, working fairy, using ancient magic transforms water into food? And that's the... Oh, a driller! Oh, interesting, it's a defensive miner. I could get that, actually. It's only slightly more expensive than normal. Let's sell the... No, not the ranger. Oh, damn it. Let's sell the miner. And get the...
Get the driller.
Get the driller. Okay. What's this?
What's the spider web?
Lay a trap for your enemies that halts their movement, even flyers.
Ooh, that could block the dragon.
Let's look at our options real quick. So we don't have that much money. I want to look at the hospital too. Also, real quick, there's not a tremendously good... I mean, I get... Yeah, there's not really a tremendously good place to move me. I guess I could put it where the wormhole is, if it would let me. Let's look at the hospital.
That would be secure, yes. A bed?
Increases max health. Ooh, restore 5 health at the cost of delaying all your units. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's not going to be...
So let's go to the shop. Let's shop. Let's buy
teleport.
a teleport. I don't have enough. Oh, this is an airlift. Oh, I have to have room to actually have it. Oh, this is... Oh, wait, this isn't the same thing. This is a different thing.
Oh, yeah, because the other one's a potion.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're so right. So I'm not going to worry about that, actually. I'm going to do this, though. This is also a unit. They're all units. What a conundrum. Let's not buy anything. Let's build units. We're going to buy a driller and a thing. And also thing. They're all defensive units. They're all going to be cooked alive. I don't even know if I can fight this fucking dragon like this. And I'm going to buy 2 of these. And we're just gonna have to pray.
Good luck.
We're just... no, I'm gonna buy 1 of those.
You already... Yep, so there's one.
And I'm going to...
Those soldiers to scatter around.
Yeah. Push those. Oh, I'm like out of food. Well, I'll do it. Live! Live, damn you, live!
Oh, this isn't good.
Stop burning my mirror! Oh, I guess keep burning my mirror,
He's distracted by the
actually.
mirror, yeah.
Well, we survived the dragon. We did not
That
beat
was
it, though.
rough.
Your courtiers continue expressing alarm as the dragon's lair is somehow able to pursue the court. Fuck! There's an ad break. I'm going to wait and reread this once the ad break's over.
Okay.
We
Oh.
should be good. Are we good now? Everybody, are we good now? I played through an ad break because I was so nervous and tense. We're good now. Okay, so we let the timer run out. Your courtiers continue expressing alarm as the dragon's lair is somehow able to pursue the court into high tide.
The dragon's lair, eh? Hang on, I wasn't done with my order yet.
Says Robin tentatively.
I'm sure it can't keep up with us forever.
Ah, so we have to try again, huh?
Well, if we go to the boulders, it'll have less things for us to burn.
That's true, but what is this? Just fields, hospital, and catapults, fuck me. Centaurs! Market or...
The centaurs, maybe?
Fuck.
Oh! Okay.
Nothing about this is ideal. We are going to do this.
Eliminate that, yes. Move that down, yep. Eliminate that and that. Okay.
We're surrounded by water right now, which I love. I adore that. We'll do...
If we can move the dragon a little bit further away by moving that boulder over.
Oh, like here?
Oh, no, the other way, other way. Move that to the left.
Oh, yeah. I just considered him unassailable in his draconicness.
Now...
we can do this to bring that down a little bit. Then we can do this.
We really like to get some more food so that we can make some units here.
That would be a good idea. Really don't want to do that though. And I like being surrounded by water.
Yeah, a bit of a situation we've got going on here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I guess we're not going to get that much food. That would have been a thing if I had saved the food knowing, but I don't know how that works out. I guess I can drop like this. And then
Oh, move. You can get some food by going to the far right, moving that one food above the water down.
hey,
Every little bit helps.
let's do this.
Ah, shoot, they got rid of all the water, though.
Well, that's okay. We'll just have to live with it. We can, however, at least... well, do we want to do that or that?
I'd say the one on the bottom because that's more of an immediate concern.
That's true. Okay, let's do that. This. Fuck me.
We don't want to move any of those rocks over there because that'll get rid of the shop.
All right, I'm here.
But that might be the only move we can make, is it? Oh, we can move there's some trees we can move down. Right above you, we can move that tree
but I
down.
can also do, if I do this... no, that won't actually... Wait, no, it'll make a connection, I think. No, damn it, I'm stupid.
Dang it.
Don't mind me. We have
Why is
market.
there
We can buy things. We can actually buy a prodigious amount of bread, which we'll need to do anyway.
All hail market.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, because nothing costs water.
Oh no! As you attempt to make another transaction, an acolyte of the Church of Market pulls you aside. Apologies, ye faithful, but you appear to have reached your hourly limit for devotion. We have no choice but to cut you off for the time being. You're a bit surprised to learn there are limits on the number of transactions you can perform. That strikes you as pretty inconvenient. Yes, I couldn't agree more, sister, but you see, various jealous and wicked powers have banded together to limit the strength of our faith. Hold fast to your devotion, and one day our glorious market will truly be free. Later, upon mentioning this exchange to Skip, she rolls her eyes. Yeah, we tried no transaction limit for a while, and it was a total disaster. Sinkholes of power were constantly popping up. The entire magical ecosystem was under constant threat of collapse.
It was also boring.
Very boring. Makes sense. That would have been really boring to win that way.
Yeah.
However, now I must suffer. I could undo, but I do need the bread anyway. So it doesn't make a huge difference, to be perfectly honest with you.
And water isn't used to buy any of our resources, so it was a good call.
Yeah. Shoot. This is gonna go real bad. Got tons of goons all over the place too.
Yeah. Well, at least we have a pretty good water moat situation going on up top above us. It's really those two next to us on the right, and even the one over on the left there is kind of blocked off.
We're gonna do.
Get the armor. Well, we're gonna need the armor no matter what.
I don't know if I want to double the armor. I mean, I do want to double the armor. But
No,
because
because then we wouldn't be able to make any units.
That doesn't count, actually. Well, I was thinking the mirror would double the armor, but it doesn't actually double it.
Okay.
So we have lots of urgent buildings around us, so I am gonna double some some of our goons, and then some archers, and then what do you do? We gather wood from forests. That's not super relevant to me right now. We will
maybe double
More
the
of these.
archers because they're defensive units.
Yeah, but the problem is they're gonna hang out and he's just gonna burninate them all, and I want them to go out and kill.
Ah, okay.
I need to make sure they're
So-
actually gonna go try and destroy these buildings near us. We'll do one of these. That's all we can do. Well,
And then load up on more soldiers. With what we have left.
That's all we can do.
Yeah, if we destroy the buildings, he can't burn them down. So
That makes sense. Other one, dude. The mirror doubles units, but the shield is a spell.
oh,
Whoa!
jeez!
They broke my mirror. They're gonna destroy me now.
Well,
Hi, Teebs. Yes, I've changed the colors on stream to match the game that we're playing as a special thing. You just watched me lose a run. And now, a brief recollection of your first experience bathing in Dragonfire. For context, here are 2 fun facts about the Dragonfire that distinguish it from run-of-the-mill fire. Fact number 1. While it does not consume fuel and radiate intense heat, Dragonfire does not produce... Oh, while it does consume fuel and radiate intense heat, Dragonfire does not produce any smoke. How odd. Fact number 2. Dragonfire is loud, which is to say it's noisy, which is to say it literally screams as it burns. So, as to your experience, you remember instantly sweating in the heat and noise. You remember pushing your way through a throng of your courtiers, all of them moving strangely as if caught in a dance. You remember searching desperately for an exit. An exit you found eventually, through some miracle. Bursting through a pair of double doors into the brisk autumn night, you were finally able to catch your breath. It was in this calm place, with the heat and noise and mass of bodies just behind you, that someone offered you a light. You suspect that light is most likely what kept you alive. Get a job! You have unlocked the alluring and self-destructive light of youth. Equip it in your office. Cigarettes, baby! Okay. Okay. You wake up and immediately wish to return to sleep. Your head pounds. What did you do to your neck? What did you do to your throat? What did you do to your skin? What did you do last night? After considering this question for a few seconds, you remember the dragon fire. Yeah, okay, you survived. Sort of. It's too early. All this is too early. With an intense amount of concentration, you will your body to the edge of the bed. You are certain you'll feel better after you just get up, take a shower, maybe have some coffee. You just gotta actually get up. Ugh. Okay. After incredible effort, you manage to get out of bed. This is how it goes for me most mornings. Your bed chambers. What should you do here? Yes, other one, dude. Do you want to know? Do you want to know, Ben, why it's the Titanium Court?
I'm assuming with all the Shakespearean references, it's something to do with that.
Sort of. So the name Titanium Court would suggest, you know, like, oh, it's like the metal titanium, which is why that lady mentioned it was something like aluminium, but with a T. Ben, off the top of your head, do you remember who the Queen of the Fairies is?
Oh.
That's right.
I see. Titania, yes.
Exactly. So it's the Titanium Court.
It's the Titanium Court.
Exactly. My bed chambers, what should I do here? I should go. That's what I should do. The halls. What should you do here? I mentioned this to the group chat, Teebsley. So Otzi is aware of the game's existence, though I don't know if she actually knows anything about it. And if not, I'll just have to send this to her to poke at after. So, what can we do here in the halls? You can return to our office. No, I'm not ready to do that yet. Investigate dining hall. No, not yet. Observe some paintings. Don't mind if I do. Ben, you take this one.
How do you interpret this one?
A fantasy of revenge. The subject is smashing his guitar, most probably out of a seething hatred for rock and roll.
I think you misunderstand. I've heard it said that the smashing represents his fervent passion for rock and roll.
But how can that be? With his guitar smashed, surely he will find it difficult to participate in the day-to-day proceedings of rock and roll. You interject to suggest that the subject likely has another guitar at the ready. That the smashing might represent both his passion and his wealth of guitars. Her Majesty's theory is compelling, but the evidence is circumstantial. After all, this theoretical secondary guitar is not featured in the painting. How can we be sure it exists?
Perhaps the artist painted it somewhere in that negative space I've heard so much about.
I suppose we'll need to keep an eye out for it. How enlightening. Let's get some B-Fast. The dining hall, we're gonna get some B-Fast. As a result of eating breakfast, you get a small bonus. 10 water. Not that's an awfully watery breakfast. Can I examine this? I still like that, you know, it's important to distinguish the character, and I actually don't remember if they did this in the demo or not. But that your character has a big beautiful mop of hair as compared to everyone else. In the time since you last went to war, a new job has been made available in the court. Specifically, the youth job. Perhaps you should give it a try. Choose a different job? Sure. My court's job. Oh, it changes the look of my court, too.
Oh, okay.
Offensive job. Receive cash for letting it burn.
You get more health, though. Look at that.
Yeah, oh, and my starting units are different.
Oh.
Looks like I get woodcutters, but then I also get a spell I can use to burn things.
Can you get more information on those?
Burn, offensive broadcast, cook your surroundings. So that's probably a spell version of the thing I paid the shop to do.
Yeah. What's the rain cloud? Is that just...
This one's a working fairy. It gathers wood from forests. This is a storm. Defensive smell removes fire and flammability. We'll give this one a shot. Why not? You sit on the throne in your office, and for the first time since your arrival, you relax. In response, you can feel the court change in appearance and character. You wonder what these changes might mean for the war. So glad you asked. Allow me to answer. First, your starting cards have changed. In particular, this card is essential to your new job. Experiment with it to find out how. What do I mean by new job? Have a look over here. Your new job is to watch the world burn. I.e., instead of earning money by destroying the enemy, you'll earn money anytime a tile burns down. Any tile, not just forts. And one more thing. While using this job, hey, you'll be immune to fire.
Oh, that's helpful.
That's it. Good luck. So does that mean politely declined to ignite when offered the opportunity? That's so funny. All right. Fantastic. The potion of liking baseball sits in the sunlight. By the way, Teebs, I know you weren't here for this one, but earlier we got a love potion, which is a potion that awakens the love within you of things that are relevant to the potion being made. And as a freebie, we got a potion of liking baseball.
We should drink that now.
You've yet to drink.
We should become Benjamin Sisko.
That's right. You've yet to drink from the potion of liking baseball. One reason for that is that your natural trepidation towards something that you have been assured will change you. Another reason is that the potion's instructions clearly state that, for best results, you should leave the potion in direct sunlight until it bubbles. While it's been sitting in your office collecting sunlight from the window since you brought it back, it has yet to start bubbling. So you continue to wait. Let's look at the map. Interesting. Lots of volcanoes in the upcoming. And mysterious beasts wandering around. While the exact extent of what you're supposed to be doing remains unclear, there is a growing list of things you think you should try to do. Recently, you've organized this list and placed it next to the ever-changing map for convenience. To-do list. Achieve sufficient personal change so you can safely leave the court at night. Achieve victory in the war. Achieve victory over the dragon. And use the youth job in battle. It appears that our next thing is to start another war.
All right.
After breakfast, the court goes to war. And now I can change my comforts again. Oh, and I have different ones. I no longer have the mirror as an option this time. So let's look. So Robin can give me detailed analysis of the battlefield. Begin war with an extra 10 HP. Start with 2 mulligans. Start with an extra 10 rocks. Start with an extra 10 wood. I like the idea of starting with extra HP because that seems harder to get.
Yeah.
Also, my understanding is that as you either finish runs, whether it's successful or not, you will continue to fill that wine glass that we saw earlier, and whenever you fill the wine glass, you gain a maximum comfort level. So, we got woods. We like woods, we need woods, and because we want to burn things down, we need to get wood to burn things down.
Yeah.
Volcanoes, fields, inspect your available units.
Well,
So
volcanoes would help us burn things.
that is true. But a double check, we have a lumberjack who gets wood from forests, and we have a burning spell that costs wood to use. And I feel like since volcanoes we did was the last one, or one of the last ones, let's start with the woods and see if we can build a safe, a safe repository. And would you look at all that? Good golly. Actually, what are these differently colored woods? Autumn woods. Match for wood, doesn't match for summer woods. Inflammable. Oh, but it's... Oh,
Wait.
it's not flammable.
Flammable
Unless it is
means
flammable also.
inflammable. What a country.
I suppose it could actually just be flammable as well, and it's a funny joke. Let's do that. We want wood, so we're gonna get it. Not so many castles around, and they don't do anything for me because I actually want to burn tiles. So actually, I want to go out of my way to get rid of as many of these as possible, maximize the amount of wood.
Right.
Which I shouldn't have done that if I was going to do that, but that's okay. I never claim to be smart. In fact, I often claim to be dumb as fuck. But I do need wood either way. Oh, but you have a treasure chest. I want treasure. But I also don't have anything to fight you with. Get out of here. Too risky. Getting a good amount of wood. Let's do this. Okay, got treasure chest back. Things are looking up. There's a stump next to me. That's cool.
Yeah, that'll help in some regard. We're still not exactly sure what the stumps do, besides just exist as tiles.
It might do something if we're able to keep it, but also I am trying to burn the forest down, so that might not happen. Thing is, they say they're inflammable, so I kind of want to get rid of them. Do that. Holy smokes. Not what I meant to do. Let us perhaps keep it simple. So,
get some lumberjack, or get a lumberjack out there.
yeah, she'll get a lumberjack out. And then we'll... Is there a benefit to doing it twice? Oh my goodness.
Oh. Well,
Let's play in the space, shall we?
let's go for it. Oh. Well, that's a problem.
Oh, it's damaging the fortifications. Now I'm gonna get attacked by two little birds, who are gonna get some hits in before this all is over.
So we've got a problem. Our own guys aren't immune to fire.
It's interesting, certainly. Oh, did I forget to check my chests? Were there chests there? I forgot to grab them.
Oh, damn it.
Well, it's like I'm always saying. Fuck 2 chests, shit. I kind of want to route towards these... Are these shoes? Housing a real estate office? What are these horrible things? I wish I knew, but I also don't want to find out. Eggs? Egg zone. There's eggs over here. All right. Let's head over in the direction of the glass house. Let's stay in
go
the
to the
woods.
eggs. I'm curious.
The cord pulls up beside what appears to be a large and impressive toll booth. In the large and impressive toll booth emerges a large and impressive goat. He gives the cord a quick look over and then motion towards a sign. The sign reads, toll schedule. 2 axles, 1 coin, 4 axles, 2 coins, ferry court, 4 coins.
Your Majesty, that appears to be a dire goat. I would definitely recommend paying its toll if we have the means. Yes, they can get aggressive if we don't do what they want.
Yeah, let's pay the toll. I don't want to learn what the goat does. With a small bit of resentment, you fork over the cash. The goat nods and lifts the barrier for whatever that's worth. He also now joins your side of the battle. Oops. That's what you get. You get a free unit when you spend money. Now, let's begin the long and arduous process of getting more wood to burn things more on fire.
What is the new icon? Yeah. Indicate.
What's that?
What's the new icon indicate?
Robin has notes on how the dire goats behave in battle. We'll find out how it's going to fight for us this time around, I suppose.
Right, here's what my notes say. During battle, dire goats will charge directly at the court. They're quick and they're strong. But because they travel on foot, they cannot cross... Excuse me. They cannot cross water. They also can't cross hills, but they can knock them down, which is exactly what they'll do to get to us. Therefore, our best bet at defense is to surround ourselves with lots of water and lots of hills. Alternatively, we could try deploying a lot of defensive units. Dire goats tend to be single-minded and will leave our units alone while focusing on the court's destruction. Excuse me. Perhaps we can take advantage of that. Anyway, those are all the notes I have.
You thank Robin for this information. Let's get some rocks. I want some rocks. Ah, fuck. Some of those guys got in the thing. That's no good. Let's do a little bit of... No, I want to leave a reasonably sized four-assed, if I can. Jeez, egg zone. There's eggs over here. I can't interact with them at all. Interesting. And there's a hospital. Let's do that.
A lot of goodies this time.
And... No, we'll leave that. We'll leave it. We'll do this. And then, I mean, I don't know, maybe just... Oh, right, because that doesn't actually match. Right. I mean, I guess I can actually just sort of do this. And that harmlessly collapses them because it didn't have any guys in there. So that's good. We'll get some water to put this next to us. We'll get some rocks. I mean, honestly, we're doing pretty good on resources. We still have plenty of time. What else can I do? Let's see. We can afford to drop that. We'll do this. Fascinating. And then we'll do this. Well, the eggs. A mysterious egg is on the battlefield.
Egg.
You receive a fascinating offer from the Egg Zone that has appeared on the battlefield. I can't do his voice anymore. Do you want to take him over?
Yeah, I also can't do his voice anymore, but we'll give it a shot. Your Majesty, great to see you again. Still trying to get home? Anyway, I have an offer for you.
He gestures at the large pile of eggs on the battlefield.
That's right, you can become the proud owner of your very own football.
Is he talking about the eggs?
Eggs? What eggs? I've only got footballs here.
They clearly look like eggs.
Your Majesty, those are likely American footballs. I hear those are shaped like eggs. Hey, if you want to call your football an egg, call it an egg. Who am I to judge? The important part is I'm prepared to part with those footballs for an incredibly low price. In fact, I'm prepared to pay you to take one with you.
If he's willing to pay you to take one, there must be a downside to doing so. You'd like to know what it is.
Oh, well, raising a football is a big responsibility. Too big for me. But you seem like you really got it together, Your Majesty. You govern a whole magical court. You command vast armies. You ask questions before agreeing to stuff. I can't think of anyone better suited to carrying one of these babies to victory. But, well, to answer your question, you know how a game of football works, right? You lose the ball, you get a penalty. I can't keep racking up these penalties, Your Majesty. I'm gonna go broke. But I doubt that'll be a problem for you, so what do you say?
You consider assuming guardianship of a football. Let's see. We can collect $10 for taking the ball. We can restore ourselves to full health. Like 22 bread. We might want to do that, honestly.
Maybe.
Or 22 water. Let's take the bread. You collect the signing bonus along with the egg, thus assuming responsibility for shepherding it to victory.
I'll be rooting for you.
The egg has HP.
So, I'm
Interesting.
seeing a problem
With my playstyle as relative to the existence of an egg.
Yes.
Let's see what else it's spending money. Oh, I'm not doing that. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, no, that's nuts.
I will do this, though.
So the problem here is that we can't. If we're in a burn them all mood, we can't really make lumberjacks because they will die in the fires.
So can I like delay it somehow? So like I put this there. I put this there. So I can also just...
No, because the fire is a spell. It goes off automatic. It goes off instantly.
Unless it doesn't. Hold on. So let's see. Let's pop a couple lumberjacks.
No, see, it goes right away.
Oh, you're right. Well, they're going to the ones down there which don't appear to have caught fire, so maybe they'll be okay.
I think they're just going to go to the ones that's closest, is the thing.
Yeah, but see, look, they deposited down here, so they're like equivalently close, I think. Right? Let's find out. We don't have any actual soldiers to deploy.
Yeah.
So we'll do this. Oh, they're all going down.
Oh, okay,
Fantastic.
good.
I'm burning a wormhole. The wormhole's continuing to burn. Wow, the wormhole can be destroyed. Fantastic.
Okay, that kind of worked in our favor.
With the toll paid and the battle weathered, the dire goat gives you a nod before returning to his toll booth and drifting away with the tide. And now I got this egg.
And I suppose I'll continue to have this egg, maybe. What's this? I can review my to-do list. Ah, I have to bring the football to the end zone.
I see.
So I am, in fact, stuck with this egg. So let's review our options.
You have taken on a great responsibility.
We've got water. We've got volcanoes. We got this. Let's go here. I want to see if the volcanoes help me with my goal. I like money. All right. Really simple move to start.
So we got to make sure the egg is in a safe location and not near us because we will light it on fire. Can you swap the egg in the water without making a you can. Okay.
Apparently, though I worry about its proximity to that castle. Let's do this. And then we do this. Now the egg is surrounded by water and stuff. Granted, it's still in between that, but I mean, that's okay. Probably, right?
Well, now we can't burn anything in our current positioning.
I consider that acceptable. Oh, easy come, easy go.
Get the safe.
Hold on, the court is currently immune to fire. Does that mean it's also immune to volcanoes? You ask whether the court's immunity to fire also extends to volcanoes. Allow me. The answer is yes. Great, thanks. That's funny.
The safe.
I know. It remains locked though. I don't
Oh, we don't
have
have
a key for
We
it.
have to get keys. That's right.
Maybe we can buy a key. We can buy gunboats. We can buy basic income. We can buy drillers. We can buy archers. I feel like we want
danger of
archers really
anything?
badly. What the?
Are we in danger of anything?
I mean, there's goons. There's some around. I do kind of think we should get these. Just to have them, if nothing else. And frankly, I don't want that. I'm committing fully to the life of fire and selling my ability to make rain for money. Instead, I will also get this.
Drillers would be helpful, yeah.
So, and luckily enough, we've got some hills around too. So I'm actually not worried about any of these things being able to reach us because that archer's very far away, and that guy's really far away. Oh no, they're gonna. Well, I guess I already bought what I'm gonna buy. So what if instead though I just buy a bunch of fucking drillers? Like that many.
Let's hope for the best for the egg.
Man, they're going to work.
We are profiting for sure.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yes. No, he's breaking my egg. 420.
That's not good.
420. I forgot about having to defend my egg. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
I told you like 3 times.
I know, Ben, I'm juggling a lot of mental real estate here, okay? Okay. I kind of want to get... I should probably go to the wheat fields and try and get very far away from the toll booths so they don't charge me any more money. And wheat fields also has treasure chests. Let's do that. Oh, there's no avoiding them, huh?
Oh, I see.
Not long after encountering the previous toll, you happen upon a second toll booth. From within the second booth emerges a second goat.
All right, bro, you know the drill. Cross a bridge, pay a toll. Toll today's $8. Chop, chop.
This is considerably higher than the previous toll. Are you expected to believe that prices changed so suddenly?
Listen, lady, my booth is old and rusty. This thing isn't gonna open unless you grease it a bit, if you get what I'm saying.
You sigh. Unfortunately, you do get what he's saying. Well, let's just give him some money.
Yeah, get the goat on your side.
A small bit of resentment you fork over the cash.
There we go. That's more like it, bro. Now, excuse me while I collect the toll from those other loser forts.
Well, I guess there are other courts. I don't know why I keep calling them forts.
Yeah, court,
there
fort. It's all the same.
Is there other courts? They probably got their own queens. Maybe. Glass house is there. My goat is there. So, let's begin our dark work, I suppose. We'll do a little bit of this action.
Get rid of those. Action. That works too.
A little bit of that action.
Right now, the egg is fully safe.
That's true. But I need rocks. Now it's really safe. And we got tons of treasure chests. Oh, we got one treasure chest in the field, excuse me. We'll get some extra food. My god. What is this? Need to remember to avoid trying to break any of these things that have treasure chests on them. Which is easier said than done. Some food. Got quite a few number of treasure chests. Did I lose one?
No. You still have 3.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do this. I'm like a god or a genius or something.
That worked out really well so far.
Do that. So many treasure chests on the map. Good gravy.
Move that up there. Yeah, get rid of those 3. The egg is in danger. Unless the goat takes care of that castle first, which it might do.
What I can also do is do this and just move it a little further away. Since I can apparently move it freely like the castle. Let's remember to open all the chests this time. I got so many. So, get some wood. Get some water.
Centaurs.
Attacks the enemy from a distance stopped by hills. Feel like a goat. And this is a defensive spell. We don't need that because we have fire, so we're gonna sell this and then get the Centaurcher. Fantastic. So let's look at our options. I think resource gathering's kind of out on this one. So
yeah,
instead,
we're not in a good position for that. So instead, burn the world.
Give me a little extra spreadage.
Ooh, no, not twice.
Why?
The egg is in danger of catching on fire.
Do I want any of these other things? Honestly, no. I feel like that'll be fine.
The goat can defend you.
Because my problem is my units aren't immune to fire, are they?
Right, so there's no reason to make them because they're kind of stuck in that corridor.
Well, in that
They're
case,
gonna
actually,
burn no
let's
matter
undo,
what.
because I can afford to not worry about the money too much right now. Oh, Glass House, so easily forgotten. That's true. They do need to look at it. Thank you for reminding me, Magus.
Oh,
I am going to put an archer, though. A defensive archer to take care of that one guy if he gets any ideas. We'll go back. Go to the Glass House. We'll buy things. We got ignition potion, we got rocks, we got water, and we got an airlift. Well, let's buy this because we can set it over here.
Yeah, set it right there.
And that'll pay for itself. Statistically
Yeah,
speaking.
that works.
Let's go for it.
Goat. All right, that worked out pretty well.
I'll take it. Having paid the toll in full, you are in good standing with the goats and can proceed with minimal interference. All right, so we've got volcanoes, we've got those things, and so we'll get the, oh, I see, we'll get the 3 that are, so if I pick volcano, we'll get this mayo, a rather large jar, already difficult enough to open at standard scale. So I'll get like that and the volcano in this, whereas if I pick the grasslands, the fields, I'll get the 3 beside it. And if I pick the mountains, I'll get the 3 beside it. I think. Do I want market or more chests? I kind of want market, I think. But I don't know. We'll go volcano. They'll burninate the world. Sure. First things first. We'll do this. Yes. We'll do this. What do you do? Oh no, why does that have HP? Oh, you know what?
Ooh.
There is considerable excitement surrounding the rather large jar that has drifted into view. Is the mayo made of football legs? I guess it could be a jar of football. From among the detritus scattered by the tide, a large and imposing jar floats into view. Upon catching sight of it, Robin groans.
Your Majesty, I advise you to steer the court away from that thing.
But the other courtiers object.
Nay, Robin!
Oh, yeah.
Such an advice is an error. We must steer it closer to the jar should we ever hope to open it.
Robin explains her reasoning.
Every time we wage war in proximity to that jar, our soldiers neglect the battle in favor of attempting to open it.
What is it, full of fucking fairy pheromones? Pheromones?
But we are still making progress. Surely by now we still have at least put a dent in it.
Robin sighs.
The decision is yours, Your Majesty, but if we must attack the jar, then at least let's do so when the court is relatively safe.
Look at that. To-do list. Well, we gotta open the jar now.
It's on the list.
It's on the damn list. Honestly, spend a bunch of energy to do that. Match these. Match these. You know we're gonna match these.
Oh, you can match the 3 on the top as well. Oh, never mind.
Good.
Oh, you can still do that. That works too.
Ah, I didn't mean to match that. Oh well, there's another market. I'm gonna do that.
Now, we can't burn the world because we need to preserve the jar, unless burning the jar takes damage. Uh-oh, shit.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
The egg is dead.
Well,
Unless the market has a helicopter.
can't. No, it's not a. It's not that kind.
Oh, it's a market. Okay.
Our resources game is kind of crazy right now, though. I'm gonna buy some food. Oh, it shows the transaction limit up there.
Oh, there you go.
That's good for now. Look, I got a problem, and it's also that the egg is I don't think the egg is immune to fire.
Nope. I highly doubt it.
So, I mean, what if we just kind of just sort of like... What if we just burn the world? You know what I mean?
What's stopping us?
Nothing, I think. Let's do it. We don't need anything else. Goodbye, egg.
Bye, egg.
Wow, that jar is not being impacted by
Yeah, I thought the fire would do a little bit more.
Well, it was very profitable, but I did lose the football. As the dust from the battle settles, it soon becomes clear that your football did not survive the ordeal. Your courtiers, showing a surprising amount of coordination, organize a short memorial service for the demolished ball.
Very cute.
As queen of the court, you are naturally expected to deliver a eulogy. You do a brief overview of the ball's memorable qualities, including the fact that it clearly resembled an egg rather than a football, and express a passing regret for its untimely loss. That's it. Honestly, you don't really see the need to put any effort beyond that. As the funeral concludes, you must now choose an appropriate penalty for losing the football. So, take 10 damage, forfeit all your cash, forfeit all of 2 resources chosen randomly. We're taking 10 damage. You accept the penalty and proceed sans ball. You notice with some satisfaction that the court has acquired a considerable amount of wealth during the war. You are not the only one to notice this wealth, however, as priests from the cult of Market arrive soon, demanding an audience. Our business is simple, Your Majesty.
It has been known to the Church of Market for quite some time that Titanium Court has been operating without appropriate spiritual guidance, i.e., you do not have a Bishop of Market among your upper management. In fact, as far as anyone can tell, you do not have any upper management at all.
Yes, despite drawing power from Market, you do not have any executives, a board, or even a mission statement.
Your cash flows are unoptimized, and you have sent no representatives to our corporate retreats. The Church considers these infractions to be nothing short of fiscal heresy.
Of course, we were willing to overlook all of this when the court was operating at a consistent loss, but now that it's profitable...
Now that it's profitable, they would like a cut, you assume.
A cut? Hardly. The opposite, in fact. The Church of Market demands a merger.
Worry not, our legal team will handle all the paperwork. Your titles will remain unchanged, although we will provide a competent management team to oversee all operational decisions henceforth.
You suppose you might as well ask what the consequences of your refusal would be.
Futility. We are prepared to pursue a merger by force if necessary.
Oh? You weren't aware that the court was listed on any sort of public index that would facilitate such a takeover.
Could they tell you which one?
Surprised by this question, the 3 of them huddle and confer for a few minutes before addressing you again.
Your Majesty is a shrewd negotiator. We've adjusted our offer as follows.
To preserve the cultural leadership of Titanium Court, we now offer to prepare one of your existing courtiers to act as the court's spiritual guide.
Whoever you choose will accompany us to our cathedral, where they will be trained and ultimately ordained as a fully fledged priest of Market. This officer certainly seems to be more reasonable, but you refuse to send anyone unwilling to go. Could there really be someone among your courtiers who would willingly enter into the power of this sinister cult?
Oh, they're Ferengi.
The answer is yes.
Your Majesty, I've been thinking about getting my MBA for a while now. Please send me.
You have absolutely no objections, and thus Leland, so that's his name, leaves with the cultists to go to business school. Well, that was a fascinating interlude.
Oh, Maga says it's a Leland Palmer.
God.
Oh
Yeah, they're gonna put all of mankind's evil in him, or however that shit go. So I want to go to the one with a hospital, because it's got a hospital, and I have money.
Yeah.
Let's do. God, I have so many resources. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're not hurting for resources, that's for sure. What's the shoe?
A tremendous sneaker housing a real estate office.
It's got HP.
It does? Oh, sure enough, it does. Well, I guess all the buildings do, don't they?
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Interesting.
Oh, you can get some water, you can get some trees. Oh, that works, yeah. Uh-oh. You killed the hospital.
Maybe there'll be another hospital.
Oh, there it is. Okay, we have another hospital.
Oh, good, and it's on the water, too. Oh my god. Some food? Goodness gracious. Let's do that.
Oh,
God.
God damn it.
Wait. Hold up. Can I...
You've got goons in that black hole.
Yeah, I know. Can I do this, though? I don't know what I was trying to do there. I was trying to get this down here. That did not help. I am, however, now surrounded by flammable fields, which I find, which I appreciate.
True, you could just burn the world.
Let's do that. So these guys, they're the first one and the last two. So that's not a big deal. I wish a shoe was closer. I want my shoe. I kind of don't even want to do any other... I mean, I get resources for doing stuff, but I'm just like... Fuck, I mean, I guess I can just burn this and hope that the things are spared.
This background music reminds me of, what was that one really weird indie RPG Maker game?
Ben, you're gonna have to narrow it down, man.
It was Space Funeral. That's what it was called.
Oh, yeah. That's by the person who did. I only streamed this on the Discord. I didn't actually do a stream series of it, which I kind of want to stream it on the channel, honestly, because it's really good. That was the person who made Anthology of the Killer.
Oh, well, there you go.
Just trying to get some. The problem is I want to get this wood right here, but then I would destroy my hospital again, and I want to save my hospital. I don't want to accidentally destroy my hospital. So instead, yeah. Okay, well, it destroyed the hospital. We got another hospital, so it's okay.
Oh, well, uh-oh. We got an ad break, by the way.
That's okay. I'm just gonna resolve this while that goes. I'll wait to do the other stuff until the ad break ends. Oh, God alive.
One more attempt at the dragon, and I think we're good.
Yeah, that'll probably be it for tonight once we once this runs over for well or woe. The problem I'm finding with my build is that I mean, the thing is
the dragon immune to fire is the question.
I would imagine so. It would be silly if it wasn't. Either way, we're back. So says our chat. Let's find out what's up with this shoe. Is it somebody live in that shoe? While you may have expected the giant shoe to be someone's personal residence, it actually houses a real estate office. And by purchasing real estate, you can lock in individual tiles in the battlefield so they'll follow you into the next battle. Interesting.
Well, there's nothing we really want to buy on this field, is there?
No, there is not. Earn 3 hearts, very confirmed. Kill. Well, first we're gonna buy this. I can also use brute force my HP like that, but we'll get this as well. Actually, we'll keep we'll brute force more HP. So. I'm thinking... I mean, I'm gonna be real.
Just burn things? There ain't nothing we need to protect anymore.
I guess we'll... I mean, will the archer be able to stand on my castle? My castle's not on fire. Or it'll move over to the hill, which is also not on fire.
It's up to you if you want to do that. I think the
I'll get an archer. Yeah, see, he's fine.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, I wish I had burned these things a little fucking faster. Good lord. I'm not gonna survive at this rate.
No, but we're getting HP for every person that dies.
Oh, that's
which
right.
The fire is doing a lot of. Yeah, that one went really well.
I'll take it. As you might expect, given the day you're having, a third toll booth now makes an appearance.
We afford it, probably.
And as you might expect from your previous encounters, the third dire goat emerges from within the booth.
Gentle travelers, welcome! Your journey has been hard, but the destination is worth it. You've arrived at a spiritual bridge, covering the divide between desire and fulfillment, struggle and victory, frivolity and meaning. Like many bridges, however, there is a toll. Please embrace this final test of spirit.
Right, okay. How much this time?
Yeah, so it's gonna be 24 bucks.
Okay.
Look, I don't set the prices, okay? It's like surge pricing or something. Fulfillment and meaning are both really popular destinations.
Well, obviously I'm going to do that.
Yes, you can afford it, obviously.
What's my to-do list? Review my to-do list? Achieve victory over the dire goats? Well, I'm going to achieve paying money over the dire goats. And I'm also going to go to the volcanoes because they'll blow up.
Yes. Scamps and goons. Pay that goat.
With a small bit of resentment, you fork over the cash.
Blessings, travelers! Enlightenment is now within your reach. Please allow me to hold off your pursuers as you take these necessary final steps.
All right. As ever, we need wood. Fantastic. Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? And we can leave the volcano there, because they'll set that place on fire. We'll do this. We'll get rid of the volcano here, though. We'll get rid of you. Do this. Do this.
You can clear out some of that water if you move that tile up. More things to burn. Yeah, you want to get the water out of your way too, up there. Yeah.
Do that. And then
You don't really have a good path of burning right now. Move that rock over. Move. No, not that one. Not that one. Move the rock underneath your base. There, because we need a path to burn things.
so true, bestie. Oh, and they gave us a rare chest too up there. Perfect.
Well, there you go. See.
So last but not least, problem is even now we don't really have a great path to burn things unless they just move us closer to the enemy.
That would work. Burn away.
Let's get our prize. What's this? Flood, global
Oh.
broadcast, marine life reclaims what's theirs, all wheat become water.
We don't want that. Sell it.
So
Now burn. There is no reason to do anything else.
we can't do too much burn. We can do 2 burn.
Just do one burn.
Well, I want the
do
spread
one burn.
faster. Is the thing.
All right.
And then after that we'll get.
That archer will die from the volcano.
That's fine. The volcano isn't until late. He can do some work. So is that the? Yeah, it's a later volcano. He'll be fine. And then a little bit of. Well, no, you're a lumberjack. You don't matter. You action. Why not? Let's just see how it goes. See, look, my guys are fine.
I guess so.
God alive, look at all that. With the final toll paid in full, the court is now free to proceed to victory. No goats remain to see you off, leaving you with minor feelings of regret. And then, for a brief moment, just beyond the toll booth, the lanes separating the pieces of the battlefield disappear. The chaos is strangely calming. You suddenly believe it's possible to change in a place like this, to exit as something different than what entered. Such a notion shocks you with the strength of its allure. But it only lasts for a brief moment. Soon enough, the lanes return, and whatever constitutes order within the tide reasserts itself. Economic victory, battles 7, casualties 6. Casualties theirs 23.
All
Property
right.
damage index 16. Moral, keep some loose change in your vehicle at all times. Okay.
Oh, was that just victory? We don't need to fight the dragon again?
I guess not on. You know what? I think because we're immune to fire, we don't get the dragon on this one. Maybe we get other challenges. So I think if we want to rematch to the dragon, we have to go back to someone who's not immune to fire. That's what I bet.
Interesting.
I don't know for sure though. Maybe we just randomly got a goat one. Oh, Magus says each job has a different challenge, they think. So,
Oh, I see. Curious. All right, fun.
having demonstrated your burgeoning skill, your tolerance for a new challenge grows. You feel your maximum level of strife increase to 1. So now I can make things harder for myself if I want to. With the war now behind you, you encounter a memorial dedicated to its victims. Memorial to those fallen in the war. Casualties, 29. It does also seem... So other one dude, that does seem like that's what we did. Other one dude suggests the challenge with the goats is to burn enough to pay them off. And that's actually, like, that worked out. Though it does seem also like, as with the other enemies, if you destroy their building, they despawn. So you could just
Yeah.
not pay them and then position yourself such that you could send goons to, like, or if you had soldiers or whatever, that you could send them to destroy their toll booth. And that might also work. Some among your courtiers roll their eyes at this. Well, they'll be back. Now, having expended much of its energy during the day, the court retires to bed. You awake suddenly in your chambers. Something about your surroundings doesn't feel right. You can't see much as you look out from your balcony. The sky is pitch black. Something is clearly wrong with the courtyard. You've never seen it so disordered. The ground shakes and your stomach churns. Taking a deep breath, you keep your sights on the door. I see. So I do this. Can I just... Good enough.
Oh, there you go.
After moving through many unfamiliar halls, you suddenly find yourself in front of the court's great gates. Perhaps the court is trying to tell you that now would be a prudent time to depart. Who can say? The gates. What should we do here? Explore the West Wing hallways? Return to the courtyard? Try to open the gates? Or look out from atop the walls of the courtyard? I believe we
Let's try to get out of those gates.
Let's try. You make an attempt to open the great gates of the court. They don't budge. You know that there are 4 locks on the gates, leading you to assume that 4 keys of some sort will be necessary to open them. Let's explore the West Wing hallways real quick. The halls seem to stretch out forever in this direction. We could head towards the chapel, back to the office, or towards the gates. The painting looks a little strange. Let's examine it. It seems to be a scoreboard of some sort. Perhaps our baseball potion has some effect in this?
Oh.
Perhaps you can assume that home refers to the court. But you don't know enough about baseball. I guess because it's an American sport and realistically we're in Fairy Britain or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's go in the Forever Halls. Labyrinth entrance. Have you been here before? Might as well keep going or explore elsewhere. Might as well keep going. Which direction should we go? We go the ladder, back where we came from, the stairs, or the door? Ben, do you have an opinion?
Take the ladder.
We'll take the ladder. You end up getting lost. There's a note taped to the door now. Note taped to the door, which now appears to be locked. It reads, "Because they wasted Her Majesty's time, these labyrinthine hallways are being reprimanded.
Oh, interesting.
They are currently in a timeout and will not be available again until tomorrow. Management." Let's explore.
I bet every run that you either pass or fail, you get another chance at hitting the labyrinth.
That makes sense to me. Let's head towards the chapel. See what's there. Eventually, you find yourself in the court's chapel, where a television displaying a test pattern stands at the pulpit. There's a solitary figure standing in front of the TV. You can't see him clearly from this distance, but you know it immediately. You know it immediately to be the man named Puck. The floor feels unstable. Should you approach Puck and find out what's happening? Sure. As you take a step forward, the walls of the court shake with greater intensity. You wouldn't be surprised if everything were to collapse the moment you speak to Puck. You hesitate. You don't need to do this yet. There might still be more to see elsewhere in the court. No, we'll probably have to return here eventually, but for now you take a step back. Let's check and see everything else that we can look at. Go back to the West Wing. Where's my office? My sitting chamber. Let's enter my office. You move to enter your office and are surprised to discover the door is locked. Or maybe it's
Who would
just...
lock our door?
Well, maybe it's just stuck. Someone seems to have wedged a bunch of pamphlets in the gap between the door and the frame. You tug at one of them, but it refuses to budge. From the small corner you can read, the pamphlet appears to be extolling the virtue of patience or something. Let's head to the east wing. A foyer of statues. They look familiar, don't they? Let's enter the room marked by the goat statue.
We've already beaten the goats, so...
A break room, an essential part of any building. Let's take a break. Up close, you're surprised to discover the water cooler towers over you. As if it weren't enough, it also hums with the sound of hushed whispers. The longer you stand near it, the more the whispers begin to cohere into something legible. You know what I heard? I heard those goat brothers are all employed by a terrible troll. I heard he threatens them with poverty, with homelessness, with the intervention of inequitable violence. Each powerless to stand against him, they continue to do his terrible bidding. But you know what else I heard? I heard that the troll keeps the brothers separated because he can't stop them when they work together. If only they could be reunited somehow, perhaps the troll could be stopped. But that's just what I've heard. And that's about as much as you can stomach. You carefully retreat from the water cooler. After briefly hydrating, that is, you got +2 water.
All right.
I wonder if perhaps because I finished the run successfully, I get to carry these things into the next run.
Maybe.
Because I still have all the resources, unless those reset at the beginning of the day, and it's just not the beginning of the day yet. Well, all we can do now is leave. What's over here? The pantry or the... Let's go to the pantry. Is there anything you need here? The cat's here.
The cat.
As you approach, the cat immediately begins making demands of you.
Great Queen, how fortuitous. My campaign to subdue this province in your name has reached a stalemate. The locals have transformed the terrain into a weapon. Look! This sheer cliff vexes my powerful and weighty frame.
Okay, so it kind of seems he's probably trying to climb up one of the high shelves here and is running into trouble.
Yes, and so I seek your aid, but, alas, your royal height is also insufficient for this purpose. Surely such an obstacle cannot surpass the resources at your disposal.
Yeah, you suppose you just pile up some of the junk in here to help him out. It's not like the court's going to use any of it right now. Add something to the pile. Oh, I can spend my resources to add some food to the pile. No, let's not put it there. Because I wonder, is this a... I want to see if this is going to be a...
Can you select
I can put it here.
Yeah.
Ah, so it is. You watch with a small amount of amusement and a larger amount of frustration as the pile collapses in on itself.
Wait, Great Queen! Your last save precedes this comical blunder. If you quit and reload right now, you can reverse your mistake.
And by quit and reload, it means you can select quit the menu from the pause menu to reload your save. I'm not doing that. I believe in enduring. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. That's all we're getting. For now. Well, we'll come back here later. Not on screen, to be clear. But later in our playthrough. Which is say my playthrough. Because after I'm done with all this, I'm not going to be streaming any more of this, if only to encourage you to perhaps give it a look-see yourself. I have had quite a lot of fun so far.
Seems to be an interesting game. I may check it out myself.
An argument appears to be taking place in the dining hall. You hear echoes of an argument as you approach the dining hall. Now you can see and hear the participants clearly.
After listening for a bit, you surmise the argument concerns the thermostat and its current setting.
But that cannot be. Oh yeah, go ahead.
You do it. I'll take
But that cannot be satisfying. I just don't believe you'd actually enjoying that.
Why? What's not to like about taking it easy?
It's boring.
Who cares? Boredom's underrated. Relax.
You think you've heard enough and are preparing to quietly leave when...
Hey, it's Her Majesty. Maybe she can help settle this.
Actually, I believe Her Majesty is the only one who can settle this.
Okay.
Our debate concerns the thermostat. It is my firm belief that by maximizing our strife, we will find any meaning in the war.
Yeah, but who needs meaning, man? Let's have a good time. Let's crank up the comfort.
Either way, since Your Majesty is the only one with enough authority to make those adjustments, we ask that you render judgment. But, should you make the correct decision and raise our strife to level 5, I will give you this.
She shows you a nondescript key she is attached to a lanyard. Well, we're gonna have to do that at some point.
Yep.
You know, that's gonna be hard. You should chill out and raise the comfort level to 5 instead.
He casually produces a different key.
Then you'll win this key, easy peasy.
I failed to see how anything done at comfort level 5 could qualify as winning.
I mean, who cares?
Those keys look awfully familiar. Where did they get them?
No comment. We are not permitted to reveal that information.
What gave them to us?
Did you not hear what I just said?
Yeah, who cares? Her Majesty probably figured that out already anyways.
Ugh.
As it stands, the thermostat's currently set at comfort level 1.
Hey, look at that. Feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Please, Your Majesty, I strongly urge you to change course.
Well, despite those protestations, you can't adjust the thermostat again until tomorrow. They'll both just have to wait. Also, currently, my maximum comfort and maximum strife are both +1, so those are in the farther future.
Probably need to do a bunch more runs to get that built up.
Probably. So, I believe these have all been covered. So we're going to make our way back to the church to talk to Puck. Explore elsewhere? Is it down here? I don't remember how any of this is laid out, but that's okay. Chapel. Reality bends beneath your feet as you approach Puck. The room threatens to redefine its boundaries.
You're earlier than expected, my queen, and yet somehow still too late.
He mutters something under his breath, then gives you his full attention.
Well then, you had questions for me, did you not? Looks like we have precisely enough time for one earnest answer to one of your queries.
You express some incredulity at this statement. He's prepared to answer your questions now? He flinches in response.
My queen, you simply must wield your skepticism with greater subtlety. That statement was clearly formed as a question. A question which I'm afraid I must now answer earnestly. So, yes, in this time and this place, I am both willing and able to give you satisfying responses without resorting to deflection or trickery. With the one restriction being that, as I said, we have time for only one such response. Our response that I have just provided an answer to your question of whether I am now prepared to provide such responses.
He sighs.
Which means our time is now up. I pray I'll never see you here again.
And then it all falls apart.
Oh, we took damage from that.
Interesting. With time and repetition comes comfort. You feel your maximum level of comfort increase to 2. Okay. And you awake in your chambers, as if nothing was ever amiss.
You think you can safely conclude that escaping the court will require more of you than a simple victory. You suppose this comes as no surprise, given everything the potion salesman told you about needing to make an exit to return home. Well, at least you've learned that if you make it to victory, Puck will answer one of your questions. So, a very slow way of going about this might be to continue winning until you've gathered enough information to see yourself out the door. You rub your temples, thinking about how long that's going to take. Then, you get up to face the day.
So this is the loop.
And with that being our loop, we're going to quit to desktop. Last save 7 seconds ago. Yeah, let's go to the sign-off page and quit the game. And there it goes.
Folks, this is an interesting little roguelike.
Yes, that was Titanium Court from AP Thompson, published by Fellow Traveler, I believe. That is on Steam right now. It is, I believe its normal price is $15, but it has an introductory offer until May 7th, where you can get it for $12. If you are like me, like Other One Dude, and you already own Consume Me, you can actually get it in a bundle with Consume Me, technically, quote unquote, for a little over $10. And it's also in an Excellence in Narrative 2026 bundle with some other interesting games like Perfect Tides, Station to Station, and Baby Steps, if either of those are games that you are particularly interested in. So there's a lot of ways for you to check this out. This thing it won the IGF Shamus McNally Grand Prize for the most recent IGF. It won Excellence in Design. It was a finalist in a couple of other ones. Funnily enough, actually, now I think about it, AP Thompson was a contributing developer on Consume Me, and I think Consume Me also won or was nominated for some IGF awards in the same year, which is funny to me. The idea of I put out 2 different games in the same year that were nominated for different awards at the same award show. I think it's very funny.
Devs used to be able to make games repeatedly. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm really enjoying this one. I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. And I hope if you enjoyed this stream that you'll enjoy checking it out as well. Thank you for joining me. I'm not sure what next stream will be or when it will be. I'd kind of like to do one a week, but I have deadlines and stuff that I'm supposed to be working on. I just wanted to be sure to do this like on launch day because I feel like I want the game to get as much eyes on it as possible. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But still, thank you, everybody. I'll see you again, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
Good night.